They start talking about random balls were going to bed.
What's going on, folks? Welcome to Pops and the Henry Brothers podcast. We are your hosts. Man, y'all know what time it is, man. Let's make it.
Pat Jr. in the house over here, and on the far right, we got the forefather, the one who started it all, Pat Sr.
What's going on, guys?
AKA Pops.
What's going on?
We're going to get some music started and get the show rocking. Let's get it. Y'all let us know how this music mix is, too. Hopefully, most everybody is has had a good week. Been doing well. Got through the holidays. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Like we've said time and time again, without y'all, we don't have a podcast.
Make sure you watch some Run too this time.
Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and say this too for everybody who's watching. The link to join the podcast video is the very first comment in the comment section. However, for those of us, I'm not trying to single anybody out, but for those of us who, for whatever reason have issues time and time again finding the link and clicking it, I can also invite you. But anyway, it has been a crazy weekend when it comes to football, man. We had some upsets, some things happen that we didn't expect to happen.
Get Kev on the show, let him talk too.
Yeah, some people got to pay the piper. We've all had to pay the piper. So
Kevin Kraft, where you at?
Especially if we've been talking reckless or talking a whole lot with a lot of confidence, and then things happen. So I guess we'll see what goes down and what happens when the time comes.
Somebody got mollywopped by the Rams. That's all I know.
So Kevin Milwaukee, aka Kevin Kraft, we want to hear from you. Did you message Brandon?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. You message Ron?
Yep.
We got a few people in here now. So hopefully everybody's good. Yeah.
Y'all know the routine, guys. We're just waiting on everybody to come in, giving people a chance to come in before we go in. So, yeah, that's what it is.
Do you remember which button that was?
Told you.
For the Wolf Howl?
I told you before you started. Y'all should have.
No.
It's one of those top ones, I
thought.
thought.
That one right there. That one there, I think.
No, it's not that one.
It's one of the, I thought it was one of the top ones. No, you didn't let it play long enough.
This one right
First,
up
try the first one. What? No, on top. Yeah.
I think that's the Pops and Henry Brothers one right there. Pop! Yeah.
That's one right there. When you got your finger on.
It's not that one. I just pressed that one.
You press that one.
No, I'm
that
talking
one.
about this one here. You didn't press that one.
It's this one, I believe.
All right, okay.
It's that one.
Okay. The one at bottom left?
Yeah.
Okay.
I told you to mark these things or have a paper here for at least one to know.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to have to make a diagram.
And then make it like a square and then say what inside the box. Say which one it is. That way.
Yeah.
Trying to make it simple for you, man.
Hopefully everybody's good. Everybody that's in the comment section, throw a comment up. Let us know you in there. So we know who's watching and
who's in the room. Make sure you get them in.
Yeah.
Get them in. Do that now. If you don't, you
in the meanwhile, let's. Oh, it looks like somebody's at the bottom down here. I wonder who it could be.
Let's go ahead and get them in.
What do you know? Golly, Ron did it. Ron did it. He found the link.
Did he use the link?
He had to lose you. I didn't send him an invite.
Okay. Ron, what's up, man? Welcome.
I mean, hey, Ron, how you doing? I'm sorry, I didn't even know you were there, buddy. Don't give me the finger, man.
What's going on, Ms.
That's what I
Evans?
said about the
Hello, man. What's going on?
Y'all play. I didn't know y'all were a team.
I didn't either. Apparently. Look, I'm man enough to take my beat and take my whooping. You know what I'm saying? I'm man enough to own up to it.
But we told him you go into the playoff with a slump, what'll happen?
You go into the playoffs with a coach that never mind.
No, we talking about Steelers now.
Personal right to
Come on,
Kevin,
let's
though.
don't
He
do
get away
that.
this week.
I mean, if you go into the playoff with a slump,
What's up?
that's what's gonna happen. I mean, simple as that. That's for the ones that made it. We didn't even make it, so we ain't even in the conversation.
Hey, y'all seen the Minnesota Vikings fan?
Yeah, that's what we're looking for right now.
I've been trying to look for him all week.
He need to come on in because he been coming in before that.
Yeah, he's got some explaining.
He'll be your captain here.
He got some explaining to do.
We waiting on you, bro. Come on in and get it. Come on and get it.
That's a San Donald. That's a Philly fan. We're playing Ghostbusters.
Hold on.
They were putting memes out in this videos.
Hold that for the podcast, bro.
They were like, they had him.
Hold it up for the podcast, guys.
Hold on for a second, Pops.
Podcast, Pops.
Wait,
They had skits where Sam Donald dropped back for a pass, and all of a sudden his Minnesota Vikings jersey fall off, and it'd be a Jets jersey. He'll throw up intercept, say, "You're not playing for the Jets anymore, man."
That's he looked like Waterboy, the one with the crazy eyes.
The dude on there with the crazy eyes be don't like this. Man, that's messed up, man.
You keep moving that, it's keep coming off.
I gotta set my arm somewhere, huh?
Yeah, shoot.
So what you been up to, Ryan?
Trying to keep warm up here, man. This weather.
Heard that. Can you hear us?
I can hear now. It's got it right. How is the weather there, Ron?
I gotta play this clip, man.
How's the weather?
It's cold, Pops.
Is it cold? Yeah, it is. I think it's that way everywhere. It's getting cold.
They said tomorrow night's supposed to be 9 degrees.
Yeah. Well, they saying more snow on the way. Is y'all get that report?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what we get.
9 degrees.
Yeah, that's gonna be rough.
They
It might be a little rough for this
for
time.
All
Yeah.
kind of stuff,
What?
If it get 9 degrees, it's gonna be rough, guys.
man. Yeah. Luckily, it ain't raining or snowing.
You know it's gonna do it.
I gotta play this real quick, man. I gotta play this clip.
It's supposed to snow, player. Where you been at?
Lord.
I gotta play this real quick.
What's going on, Brandon?
Brandon, what's going on? Check this out, fellas.
What's up, young man? This week started off a little down though, but we gonna make it through it.
Yeah.
Dude, you're a degenerate gambler, and you're in your mid-50s. Who bets on the Jets? Have you not learned anything about betting? The Jets are gonna come back. No, they're not. They're never gonna come back. They're never gonna come back.
Who's that for, guys?
I can't remember what show it was on.
Who y'all playing that
It was
for?
Pete Davidson and for Sam Donald and the Vikings fans. I mean, like he
I
basically.
think it's that Pete Davidson movie, My Life as Pete, or something like that.
They ain't gonna come back.
Sunshine.
The Jets are gonna come back. They're not gonna come back. They're never gonna come back.
Who bets on the Jets?
Who bets on the Jets?
Like, who does that?
Oh my God!
He said, who bets on the Jets?
You gotta be a real New Yorker to bet on the Jets.
For real.
Picture going. Got put the picture back.
Sheesh.
Oh my goodness, man, it was crazy.
That's insane.
It's craziness, man.
Who bets on the Jets?
Who bets on the
The
Jets?
Jets fan.
The Jets are gonna come back.
Even
No,
the
they're not
Jets
gonna come
fans,
back.
no, I've
never gonna
heard
come back.
Jets fans
Don't do
talking.
that.
No, I've heard them say, "We're not doing that. We're not winning that."
They might be
There's
saying
no
it,
way.
but there's still people love the Jets. They're a football team too, guys. They professional football
I
team
get
too.
but I get loving the Jets. But
But-
who bets money that they're gonna win this particular game?
But-
Who bets money on the Jets?
But if Aaron Rodgers is playing, he got fans out there. I mean, all truth be known, Aaron Rodgers still kind of pulling a few people's in.
I get it, but
You want to do that at the beginning or the end of the show?
what?
The
Should be,
tribute.
should be the beginning when everybody get in and get enough.
Well,
in. Or if y'all want to wait, we
I
can
mean, we
wait.
can do it then.
Yeah, at the end.
I think so. And the more I'm thinking about it,
Okay.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right.
and that way, by that time, hopefully more people will be in. So, yeah. So, guys, let's kick this thing off with some topics. Ron, how's the music mix?
Tribute, man.
Yeah, all right.
He said, all right. I mean,
Can you expound a little bit? Like, is it
I'm
even?
good. I'm good with what you said, bro.
It's
If
all
it
right.
wasn't, you say something different. Yeah. If it wasn't, he'll tell us.
Now, Pops get on to me about being a what do you call it? Like when I be
He
cheering for
said it
people and
was all
stuff.
right, though. He said it was all right.
Yeah. Already.
Oh, he wanted you to say more, Ron. Can you say more about it?
Yeah. Yeah, more.
Never do that again.
Oh, my God.
Let's do a hand clap for Evelyn and Brandon, who all else was in here. Yeah, hopefully
Oh, my God.
get some more people here in just a second.
That's some child's time right now.
So, first topic at hand. We're going to talk about this last week, but it'll be something that we can probably go in depth with. I'm not going to try to call anybody out, but there's a reason Travis is not reading it. And it's because our dad missed his profession and he could have been a doctor. You know how they say doctors' handwritings is like hard to read?
No, that's mine.
Oh, that's yours? So you want me to read your?
There you
I'm
go.
sorry, Pop. I owe you that. I'm sorry, Pop.
Mine's clear.
Because you know the other
read
comment on the other page, Pops. Travis is like,
No, I was just telling you to read it because
Dad. Yeah, Dad.
You thought he going to get on me? It's your paper.
Yeah, Dad wrote some topics. You're gonna have to read them.
No, it's your
right,
paper.
it's clear.
That's your paper.
Pull your
I
right
got you.
compared to mine.
I got
It's your paper. He said that on.
I thought this was
No,
Dad's. I thought this was
because
Pop's.
you told the truth.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It was Travis.
He know he can see my writing.
You know Rambo on the picture, Rambo, that little part. That little part when
He
they
just assumed that was your page.
That was a little part on Rambo when they were saying, help him up that flow. And that old gentleman say, if you want it done, do it your darn self. That's what I'm saying. If y'all want it done, better do it yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead and read it.
The guy cussed, but I can't cuss. But he actually got him told. The general, he got him told, man. I won't say
Maybe that's Sam's new name. Sam, darn it!
But we got to talk about the Atlanta Falcons and the Steelers. Yeah.
Absolutely. We've already talked about Steelers, but
If the Cowboys blew up, you talk about them. So hey.
Do we got to talk about the Steelers?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Because to see they're not doing no good.
Kevin is in the chat.
What's up, Kevin?
Did I do that? Hey, Kev, you know what? I knew you was a man's man, but you showing up today it confirms it again. Good job, bro.
I told you about all that talking, Kevin. I told you, man.
I'm not saying Kevin was talking reckless, but he was talking pretty confident.
Pretty much.
I told him, remember I told you, I said, be humble now. Calm down just a little bit.
But Brandon, I did message Brandon, and Brandon can vouch. I said, Brandon, Kevin been talking reckless a little bit. He been talking confident, so he got to come on the show and pay the piper. It's time to pay the piper. And Brandon said, "You right." And then he came back and said, "You know what though? On the podcast, he did say that we were the only team that they was worried about." And I do remember him saying that. So Brandon said, "I may let up on him just a little bit, but
he
did. I do remember him saying, I ain't gonna lie, because the Rams beat him in the regular season, and the Rams was the only team he was worried about. But he still got to catch this smoke though. Still got to catch the smoke."
I'm gonna say this: Dak Prescott ain't don't want to mess up in the playoffs. There it is. We're gonna talk about it.
Roots for the Jets. The Jets are gonna come back. They're not coming back. They're never gonna come back. That's funny, man. So let's put some comments up real quick. Of course, Ron let me know he's backstage, which we know he was backstage.
And I know Kevin got something he want to say.
Brandon said, "Pops and Henry Brothers acknowledged me," which we did. Did I do that?
Why are you going to comments we've already wrote and read? Go to comments that's new.
That's what I do.
What he doing.
That's what I do.
on,
Kevin says, "I'm here to pay the piper."
that kills time. You know that,
Yeah.
Kevin
says, "I'm here to pay the piper."
You're the man. You're the
My
man.
Vikings were able to turn Sam Darnold into MVP candidate, but they weren't able to turn him into a clutch player performer. Okay, all right.
That ain't good enough. You gotta take some more.
Hey,
But hey, that's what I call a team player.
What can the man do, man?
So Kevin, I gotta give you credit. You are admitting to your team's failure, and I give you that because you was talking big jump before that, and rightfully so. You should. I was feeling yourself a little bit, but you're taking accountability, which is cool. So y'all basically did the same thing Dallas did in the first round.
And
Got
the
it.
same thing the Steelers did the first
Calvin,
round.
tell them who's talking.
So y'all good.
Calvin, tell them who's talking.
But the only difference is between y'all and Dallas fans, y'all took accountability. That's the difference.
Dallas took accountability too. We got a tail for.
No, y'all didn't.
I think we did. Run.
You say y'all was in
Don't you
it, that's
think-
why you
no,
lost.
no,
Y'all
no.
always come up with some type of excuse when y'all lose.
Excuse
Man, I
after
didn't hear
excuse.
one excuse out of that man's lips. Not one.
I'm gonna say this. You're not gonna take this off on the Cowboys. Cowboys out of it. You gotta stop this.
Well, we know
We
that.
gonna be fair.
We know that.
We gonna be fair. Stop all this madness. Dallas didn't even make the dance. So go stop this mess. We ain't doing no Dallas tonight. You guys ain't getting out of this.
We're comparing.
No, don't be comparing. You can't compare somebody that didn't even go to the dance.
We're comparing.
No, don't do that, man. Be straight now.
No, we saying.
No, we're not doing
Okay,
that.
but I'm still gonna talk.
You see what I'm saying, Patrick? Don't do that.
Okay, when you're done, I'm still gonna talk.
Atlanta Falcons, Steelers,
Pops, I
and
hate
the Vikings.
to say it,
Ain't
Pops.
no hate nothing.
I hate to say it.
You know what? If we ain't gonna
All
be fair,
teams on the
I
ta-
won't say no more tonight if y'all ain't gonna be fair.
Every,
You can't do that.
I can do what I want.
he reminded me of.
Oh, you gonna attach him? That's what you do.
No,
he
you're gonna
reminded me
do
of
this right tonight. Don't give nobody no
You know what
slack.
that reminded me of?
Hey,
First of all,
Ron, do y'all give me any slack when the Cowboys messed up in the playoffs? None of you do. Come on, Brandon, where you at, bro?
No.
Give me a dog now. Come on now. Now that y'all done messed up,
Dog.
yeah, I said give me a dog.
Ron said he
I
wanted
mean
a dog.
support, bro. Don't do that. I mean support. You know what? Do what y'all want to do. Do what you want to do.
Ron, I thought we pushed the button, bro.
Do what you want to do.
Look, I got two-
I just don't see fair. Fair is not being
two
done.
things to say.
Kevin have it just like I let you have it. That's why I
got-
said.
One thing I love about
Cam
Cam.
trying to take up for Cam. No.
One thing I love about
But
Cam.
I like the fact that Kevin.
no, I wasn't taking.
Kevin do what
I wasn't
I do.
taking up for Kevin.
Yeah, you
Kinda
will.
gave him a little-
No. I was saying what Brandon said because I told him that Brandon.
But Kevin-
I told Brandon that he needed to put the hammer down on Kevin, and
But
then
Kevin-
Brandon thought about it. He was like, you know what? He did say we were on team.
My man, what I love about you, Cab, you came and tuck it like I do.
Yeah.
You're all the way live with your team, and I love that.
you do.
Because I show up every time Cowboys lose. I show up. You don't see this seat empty.
With a bag of
no,
excuses
don't
like
give me all
Santa
that.
Claus. You show up like
I'm
Santa
a Dallas
Claus.
Cowboy win or lose. I'd rather Dallas.
You show up like Santa Claus with a
Say what
bag
you
of
want to
excuses.
say. What happened to the Steelers?
We
Y'all
got-
didn't even go to the game.
We got beat by 2 touchdowns.
Somebody. I told you would 2 touchdowns. I told you, but somebody put y'all.
I don't make
uniform-
any excuses.
Put that comment up. He admitted to it. That's what I like about Kev. That's what I like.
Somebody put the Steelers uniform on and showed up to play. It wasn't a Steelers play. I think it was a high school team.
Might have been, Pop.
I know it was.
All right, let's read this.
All right. So before we do this, I'm gonna say this on the podcast. There's nothing off limits, off the table.
No.
Don't do that, man.
That's
Don't do
outside personal stuff. No, I'm serious. And so anybody's team, any football that's played,
Can get it.
It's all on the table. All right. So we could be talking about something else. Somebody brings up the Steelers. I just got. I mean, that's just how it goes.
We gonna bring that up.
But second of all,
And we can compare anything we want because
Yeah.
when Dad do it, when he want to compare, he compares with no problem. So
I
why
I
can't
mean,
we?
he wants to bring the. He
I'm
wants.
here tonight to set the record
Yeah,
straight.
but look,
Y'all do what y'all want
Pops
to do.
wants to bring the Cowboys into conversations that
Pops
don't.
don't want to bring Cowboys
All the
into
time.
conversation.
To them.
Yeah.
We not
When
in
it's
the
good for
conversation.
him.
Yeah.
Guys, we're not in the conversation.
We ain't talking about Cowboys.
Don't do
That's
that. See y'all. What Travis don't want everybody to know that Atlanta Falcons, they did what I told you they was gonna do.
Oh, we
All right,
suck.
so-
We suck. We suck that.
No,
We didn't make it.
and
I admit that. We
the
suck.
Steelers.
So-
We didn't make it.
So they want to throw all that off
Did
that
that.
team. Then I told them at the beginning, yeah, everything that I predicted about Atlanta Falcons.
All right, so here's the other thing that I want to say. When Pops did that, he said, "If y'all do this, I ain't saying nothing
Y'all know
else
y'all
no
wrong
more."
for this mess. What you doing now?
I'm just joking, Pops.
No, you ain't.
It reminded me of the baby
You might not
on
want to say
Charlamagne's
nothing about-
podcast.
No. I'm gonna talk about Steelers too. You might as well get.
I know. I mean, I'm gonna have to take it.
Well, read that comment first.
All right, so Kevin said, I was talking reckless. Yes, indeed. I had too much faith, but the Rams played inspired because of those wildfires too.
Oh, man.
Dang, see, you had to put it out for something.
Still
I like
one
that.
shot.
That's like the Saints when they won the Super Bowl because of the what do you call them,
Oh, there you go.
the hurricanes and all that, right?
Yeah.
The flooding. Wasn't that about the same time?
Let's not talk about the fires, guy. That's not.
Well, you know the fire's going on right now.
Yeah,
I
that's
know.
not
What,
fun of that.
what
No,
I'm saying is,
no.
they tried to say the Saints played inspired because of Hurricane Katrina and all that
I
stuff.
think there's something else going on with those fires, but I'm just.
Oh, they were
saying-
starting.
Hey, there's something
You know
going on with it.
You know the FBI arrested a couple of CEOs of some big companies for having something to do with starting them. So that's allegedly.
Yeah.
Ain't no
Allegedly.
big company done that.
Allegedly.
God is in the movement, guys.
Yeah, I think LA is getting punished right now.
Because you can start control fires. There's videos on how you can start control fires.
It's too much evil going on.
God is in the movement.
LA,
So
I'm just being real.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know what's going on? They call it Hollywood, but I'm calling it Halloween. That's what's really going on.
This is the icing on the cake right here. This is the icing
no,
on
I ain't gonna say weird.
No,
Halloween.
They call it Hollywood.
I know you said Halloween.
No,
I said
they call it Hollywood.
But I call
listen,
it
guys.
Halloween.
Listen, guys. Listen.
Halloween.
Here's the icing on the cake. Just like in Hawaii, there were government agencies who wanted that land for a long. Hold on for a second. Let me finish. That wanted that land out there to develop for something, and the people out there wouldn't sell it. So guess what?
Yeah, they pushing them out.
The same thing here. There was a big company that wanted to develop that land over there in California, in that area, and they wouldn't sell it.
And one of the guys up there came out. I don't know if it was a governor or something.
And so
it said something about when we started the fire.
Yeah, on
he
accident.
Actually said it.
Yeah,
guys,
so
on video.
They ain't killing people because of that.
no, it's not about killing people.
But a lot of people died in this
They just
thing.
want to push people out.
I don't agree with that. I don't believe
Well,
that.
Pops, you don't put nothing past the government.
I don't, but I'm not putting that on the government. I'm not saying they ain't got a hand in the way in the back, but no.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yes,
Allegedly.
These
Sorry.
fires was accidentally.
Allegedly.
Yeah, the government didn't do this.
Yeah, you know, these are conspiracies and rumors, okay?
Yeah, I ain't heard that.
These are allegedly our opinions.
I ain't heard
guys.
no
That's
about the
it.
government behind that. I ain't heard that. I don't believe that.
Allegedly our opinions. That's what we gotta say.
Somebody could have just smoking and done that, or somebody could have been out at a barbecue. God just said burn. It's simple as that, guys. Ain't nothing else going on with that. But sometimes we gotta get a credit to the Lord, and the God is God of all God.
I burn, baby, burn.
You get acting crazy and cutting up all the time. Sometimes God just gets tired of it.
Back to the comments. So
No,
he said,
we ain't like in another monkey. We ain't been talking about God. You don't want to talk. Yeah, all right,
What?
Okay. Well, no, what? Back to it. Go ahead on. I'm a little biblical about it, guys. I believe the Lord is doing this work. I just believe that.
we don't want to talk about it. We all profess Jesus Christ as Lord. What are you
No,
talking
that
about?
ain't what I said. I didn't say what we didn't.
You
do.
act like I didn't want to talk about
I
it.
said that situation. Come
Okay.
on, don't do that. I know you
All right.
love the Lord, man. What the
All right,
fuck
so
on?
I was talking reckless, and I was talking reckless indeed. I had too much faith, but the Rams played inspired because of those wildfires too. My future's still bright though. $70 million in cap space and a rookie scale contract. Okay, I got to give you credit, Kevin. Good points, and you just like you say you manned up for real.
You just got that tail whoop talking all that junk.
Brandon-
I told you.
Brandon said Atlanta didn't make it, but it's okay to talk about them, but not Dallas.
Dallas wasn't even in it. Why talk about
Then
them?
he said-
Dad, you gotta let him start finishing the comment.
What is
bro.
this about?
We trying
Yeah,
to finish the
bro.
comment. We trying to look. We gotta read the comment out completely.
And I'm gonna call you when you do something stupid. That's my prerogative.
Nothing stupid was done yet,
My
Pops.
prerogative.
Hold on, y'all. Wait.
My
wait.
prerogative,
Pause,
I'm
pause,
gonna call
pause,
it when it's
pause.
stupid.
Dad.
That's me
When
now.
we're reading the comment,
No.
we gotta let the whole comment go out.
I thought
and then
that was it.
And then we'll comment.
I thought that was it.
Why you still cut me off now?
I'm not cutting you. I'm talking with you.
When the comment comes up, let us read the whole comment out before you comment.
I'm just talking.
That's all I'm
bro.
trying to say.
Yeah,
I know you're just talking. That's the
Yeah.
whole point.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Calm down, Trap. You got it.
He can holler all he wants to. I don't care.
Frustrating.
I'm
All right,
trying
listen.
to address
Ron,
the
look at
change,
Ron.
I got him last week. Y'all remember?
Listen.
That junk is frustrating, bro. I'm sorry.
You be all right.
I listen, man.
You gonna be alright too.
I'm good, man.
Are you good, Pops?
I ain't got no dog in the fight. I'm good.
Are you good, Pops?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm good.
You know what I think, Pops?
I don't know what you think. I don't care. Go ahead, though, if you will.
You know what I think?
Go ahead and say what you think.
Cause we're not gonna get through the show like this, bro.
We having fun, dude.
Damn.
That's what I think.
Yeah, we having fun.
I think you come right
Ain't
out of
y'all
a
having
comic book.
fun? Ain't y'all having fun?
All right, so
too many
this is what Brandon
comments to
said.
cover, man.
This is what Brandon said. Atlanta didn't make it, but it's okay to talk about them, but not Dallas. Pops, I'll fall back though. Kevin Walker, keep your head up, bro. Good game and good respect.
And let me respond to that.
Let me get to some comments real quick, Pop. I'm sorry. Sam Sports Multimedia Network.
Welcome to the channel, Sam. Subscribe if you ain't subscribed.
Yeah, subscribe.
I think you're new here, and
What's up, Sam?
Ryan might have brought you here. We appreciate you, man. Subscribe, share, like, spread the word for Pops and Henry Brothers podcast. You dig?
Just like we give love to everybody, we give hate to everybody, too. It's simple as that.
Welcome to the show. Also.
Welcome to the show. Kevin says, one really important thing though, our friendship, our friend Wolfie, Yeah, we're gonna address that
We're
a
going
little
to address
bit.
that a little
Yeah,
bit.
we-
Daryl Wolf Corley unexpectedly passed away a few days ago. Rest
I
in
wanted
peace,
to do
my
that at the
friend.
beginning, but they
Yeah.
said wait till the end.
Yeah, so he was the smartest dude I ever met on NFL Uncensored. Yeah, we definitely gonna do that at the end here.
Stay around to the end, brother. We
Now,
want
now
you.
that he got it now, let's might as well do it now. You brought it up.
See, I tried to get them to at the beginning, but see, they said they're going to wait. They said they're going to wait
All right, so
till it's done in the beginning.
Listen, we're gonna do this right now.
yeah.
We're
So
gonna give one.
See?
May he rest in peace, Daryl Wolf Corley.
yeah,
But we're gonna give one final wolf howl.
Yeah.
For Daryl Wolf Corley.
And then we'll come back and everybody can talk about them.
backdrop real quick,
Hold
but
on, guys. Go ahead, man.
I thought you were done. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I just want to make sure you're done. That's my fault. All I was gonna say is, most of us in this group started out talking smack and going back and forth in NFL Uncensored, and TJ, LB Art, and LIB Art, and Daryl Wolf Corley were the pioneers of that Facebook football group, NFL Uncensored. And so they got Travis on board years ago, and then Travis and Dad got involved, and then they put me on to it, and then we all brainstormed and came up with.
No. They didn't put me on anything.
No, what I'm saying is you started following the group, though. I mean,
Yeah, I followed the group.
yeah.
But once I got going, then that's when I came into contact with TJ and Daryl.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. And then
LBR had nothing to do with that. That's what you said.
And Daryl.
No, I know.
And Daryl, bless his heart, he always had Pop's back. That's what I love about it.
yeah.
He always had Pop's back.
and so
Love that guy, man.
Because he's a Dallas fan, he's supposed to.
He had my back.
to make a long story short,
But he
yeah.
always called. This is one for Daryl also. He always said the truth. Dak was a bum.
Yeah, and I loved it. But he had my back, guy.
Yeah.
I love that guy, man.
And to make a long story short, so
That got me when I heard about it.
we all brainstormed, and even though we were going to do the podcast anyway,
Yeah.
they brainstormed with us in terms of like some theme and some names and stuff like that. So, but Daryl was always supportive of the group, man. He always come on and he'd always come in the comments and be like,
say the
Wait,
story.
yeah,
If
you finna say what I'm finna say, Trav. Go
if you
ahead.
don't know the story, let me say it.
Yeah, because that
what you're saying
he
is
had,
not.
he had more to do with it than that.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Trav. Tell the story. But I'll finna say something.
All right, basically, this is what happened.
don't take
When
my
I-
story from it, man. Let me finish real
no,
quick.
no, tell it like
Well,
it
you
is.
can expound on it, but let me finish real quick.
It's not
It's not accurate. It's not
Yeah, it
accurate.
is.
Go ahead. Let's try to tell it.
All I was gonna say is Daryl used to come on in the comment
That ain't accurate.
early in the podcast with the
That
comment
part is accurate.
wolf howl in the comment section, because that's what we used to call him. So we used to give him a wolf howl
That's a big part.
every
of it.
time that he came in, and so that was our boy, man. So it's just so unexpected that it happened. So we just wanted to take a moment, before Travis jump in real quick.
You need to.
We're gonna take a moment to show our respect.
Not yet. Travis got something to say.
No, I'm just saying.
There's some more detail about Daryl that you need.
Yeah, that's all I was gonna say.
What you're saying was close to.
Yeah, but most of that was.
But basically, I was trying to say, yeah. Well, when I came into NFL Uncensored, I had a reputation of picking picks right and outdoing the pros. So a lot of people told me, "Oh, you need to see if you can beat the pros and make your own picks weekly." So I started doing videos, just myself, doing picks, and because I got a reputation for picking teams pretty correctly. And once I started doing it, I was like, I brought it to Dad to see if Dad wanted to join, and Dad, he joined in, so it became me and Dad. Then me and him started picking the picks like each week for the NFL teams.
I
And
started
then,
whooping them guys.
nah, you wasn't whooping me now. Let's stop that. Stop. But then,
Wow.
but then Patrick, we told Patrick about it. He got it. He said, "Oh, I want to be a part of that too." And then we got Patrick on. And then once we all started doing it together, we didn't have a name yet. We were still trying to decide on it. And TJ messaged me. He was like, "You know what? Why don't y'all call the name of the podcast Pops and the Henry Brothers Podcast? I think that'd be cool." I said, "You know what? I like that. That's dope."
Yeah.
I said, "I'm gonna run it by the fellas and see what they think." And everybody seemed to like it, and we ran with it. So TJ gave us our name, and him and Daryl Corley supported us
Daryl
wholeheartedly.
said something about that too.
And they say they wanted to push us, so we started to grow within the group, and that's how we became Pops and Henry Brothers,
That's right.
as y'all know it today. And that's it.
And Daryl also said, "You guys, I think you got something special because it's Pops and your two sons." He said, "I kind of like that." He said, "Right now, y'all doing that."
Yeah.
And I thought that was smooth.
Absolutely.
He actually said, "Y'all got something original because y'all can sing, y'all can do this, y'all know your stuff." So I said, "Yeah, I like that." So Daryl him and a couple of you had a lot to do with us where we at today, you know? Smooth.
Absolutely.
So, like I said, rest in peace to Darryl Wknd,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the king of NFL Uncensored, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too.
He was beloved by everybody in the group. Nobody hated Daryl. Daryl was the comedy relief also,
Yeah,
as
he
well
was.
as well as being
Yeah, he was.
one of the smartest guys
Yeah.
In the
the
room.
group also.
In the room, yeah.
But you never had to guess what he was thinking either.
And that's what made him cool.
He'd always
man.
tell you, like he
Yeah.
say,
He tell
Dak
like
is a bum.
He said, "Hey, Pop."
all the time.
He'll say, "Hey, Pop, what's up?" I said,
And-
"Okay, Dak is a bum." I
And,
said, "Okay, bro."
And shout out to Stephen Corley, his brother too. I know you're going through a hard time, man. Like, keep your head up. Like I said, I prayed for you.
Yeah, Stephen.
I know everybody else is praying for y'all. So.
We're here
there
for you.
with you, brother.
We're here for you the best we can be, bro.
Yeah, we appreciate you, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate
and,
you.
Dad used to. He say, "Daryl, here come Daryl. That's my boy, another fellow Dallas fan." Until he say, "Dak is a bum."
Then Pops didn't want to have nothing to do with it.
No, I never
Y'all
did
guys
that.
don't know what y'all talking about.
No,
See, that's
I
what-
started laughing. Every time you do that, I would laugh because I loved it. I loved it because I know who
But then,
he
but
was.
Pops loved Daryl. Man.
Yeah, I never did go
Even though
against Daryl.
Daryl, I don't know if Daryl was trolling or he was.
He stayed on me
I think
because
he really thought Dak was a boy.
did.
Because he said that all the time. So.
that was my boy guy. I mean,
Yeah.
I laughed every time he said it. He knew I was gonna laugh. I loved it, man.
But we just wanted to give
I
a
love it.
tribute to him.
Yeah.
Want to do one last wolf howl for him, and then we're gonna give him a moment of silence, and then we're gonna continue.
We'll
with
give
the
you
show.
guys a chance to say something too now. Yeah.
So,
So you might have something you want.
Everybody in
to
the comment section put RIP for Daryl
Yeah.
Wolf Corley, and y'all want to give him a one last wolf howl?
Let's
Yeah,
do it here.
we'll do a moment of silence
do it
first,
there.
and then after that, we'll do a wolf howl.
Yeah.
So,
But if anybody got something to say about him before we do that, we want y'all to have a part of it. If you might have something you
Ryan,
want to say.
anything you want to say?
Cause you guys know y'all know the brother too.
all right. So, yeah, I guess I guess one last thing is you just sometimes we take life for granted, like every day. So you never know what can happen, and so just cherish the time that you have with your loved ones, your family, your friends, and try to tell them you love them, try to show them you love them, and try to love them through what you do, man, the best you can, because you never know. So we'll have a moment of silence, I guess.
Yes. Have a moment of silence. Everybody bow their head. Have a moment of silence for Daryl.
And then we're gonna send out one last wolf howl for him. Great. And then we may do this from time to time.
All
But
right. Daryl Wolf Corley, this is for you. Rest in peace, homie.
Let's get it poppin'.
he used to love that.
And we did that every time
And
he came into the room.
excuse my
guys.
language. He'd always say, "Good shit, fellas."
Oh yeah.
All right.
All
Back
right.
to the show.
All right, man. So anyway, back to the comments. So yeah, Sam said, "Yeah, them fires ain't normal," but that's another conversation for another day. And then Kevin said, "Hey, Brendan, that first play of the game, Stafford threw that long pass to Puka Nakua, and I was like, uh-oh." He knew he was in trouble. Shannon Jackson, welcome to the show. We'll give you a quick applause. Thank you for tuning in.
Welcome, Shannon.
Welcome, Shannon.
Brandon says, "Rest in peace, Daryl Wolf Corley," of
Yeah,
course,
yeah. Good guy. Good guy.
Yeah, boy, man. And then,
It still kind of bothers me a little bit, to be honest with you.
yeah,
Took me for a while.
Yeah, I was thinking about that thing all week at work.
Yes.
yeah. Kevin says, Brandon, I'm sorry. Brandon says, Kevin, I said the same thing. Stafford had the 2021 playoff look in his eyes Monday. Hope we can keep it going. Wasn't expecting to see Philly instead of Detroit, but Ciro Mita, whatever. Gotta be no fear.
We're gonna find out if Rams can finally get over that hump and beat them Eagles.
Yep. So to be, and who's Detroit playing?
They playing the Redskins.
That's
Watson.
right, Redskins.
Well,
That's right.
I won't say Redskins. I'll say Commandos.
No,
Right?
you said it right. Reds.
No,
That's what they are.
no Commandos.
You know, Redskins talking about going back to the name, right?
I know. I hope they do.
Yeah.
The false, never mind.
They shouldn't have never-
The false narrative.
They
that
shouldn't have
push.
never-
Listen, the Native American community has
'Cause they
spoken.
want that back,
and said
yeah.
They was paying homage and honor to their chief.
Yeah.
And they want to go back to the name.
They never wanted that thing changed.
So the minority.
I tried to tell y'all
the
this.
minority
Oh,
of
we
people.
know that.
No, I knew that.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
know that.
This was the one that was.
No, it wasn't. I said it.
So-
Guys, I knew
Right.
that the people didn't want that change. Don't put that
Ron,
on
Ron
me.
is like the dude on White Man Can't Jump.
Yeah.
I'm the one that didn't want that thing to change.
Yeah.
Nah, I wasn't down
Hey.
with that. Put that off of me now. That ain't cool.
Boy, you said.
Remember he was up in the stands, he was like, yeah, yeah. So, yeah, the minority of Native Americans that said it was against it, there was very few. But
Yeah.
majority that came out and spoken loudly.
That was
want that.
that was a move on that other side.
Yeah.
Sometimes
So,
people just don't want to give
Nate's
props.
in the house. Birds
Sam
of
said, "What's
prey
up, Nate?
ATL.
What's up, Nate?
Welcome
What's up,
aboard,
brother?
welcome aboard. Yeah. Sam Sports Multimedia Network says, shout out to y'all for focusing on the memories and not the loss. Appreciate that.
Praise God, praise God.
Absolutely.
Cero miedo. Zero fear in Spanish. Okay, I knew that.
No, you
Sure, I
didn't.
did.
That's smooth. I like that. I like that, though. I like that, brother.
Sam said, "I will miss I will miss the Commodores, and all hail to the football team. But the Redskins is the team that needs to come back.
They are.
Oh, yeah, they coming back.
Oh, they come back.
Y'all know who's over that
the
team
sports
now.
angle, welcome. I don't know who the sports angle is. I don't know if I've ever seen the sports angle. If you're
Sports
new,
Angle.
but if you're new here, subscribe,
Thank you
share,
for tuning in.
like, and welcome to Pops and Henry Brothers podcast. And we're here every week, man.
Every week.
And then Birds of Prey. Nate says, Papadamus.
What's going on?
I'm the
there?
house ninja.
Let me ask him something.
Papadamus, I'm the house ninja.
Hey, Nate. Nate, how's your head doing, man? You still got the concussion? I'm just asking if he's doing all right. I love the guy, man. I'm wondering, is he okay? His concussion? The doctor released you? What?
Did he really have a concussion?
Yeah. He always got a concussion.
Yeah, he said Nate was talking crazy, so he must have.
Hey, Ryan, Nate always got a concussion. He's about
Boy,
to
I had to admit, Pops, that setup was good. I ain't gonna lie.
He said Nate was talking so crazy that he had to have.
Nate, you know I'm gonna get you, boy. You know that, man.
I got a feeling Nate's gonna come on in a little bit.
I love you, man. I'm gonna do it now before you jump on me. I love you, man. Go easy on me.
That setup was nice. It was perfect. It was all just about perfect, Pops. All right, well, we got some topics to get into. We were going to do this last week, but this is going to take up a good chunk. So
You never did answer me, though.
No, we're just gonna go through it.
yeah, well,
Let's take our
answer
time.
what, Pops?
He didn't say if he's okay or not. Did the doctor release him?
Oh, my goodness.
He said he's okay.
He did, okay.
I'm
So
assuming.
I'm going to read this topic, and we all going to
Run,
talk
is he
about
okay,
it.
Run? Is he okay?
All right, so here it is. Joy Taylor and the Fox Sports 1 lawsuit is the topic.
Here we go.
Scandal. Emmanuel Acho and Charlie Dixon, the network executive, and Skip Bayless, and Nushan Faraji says Dixon groped her butt, and
Allegedly.
allegedly, and Naoshan Faraji went and told Joy Taylor, who was friends with Faraji, and Joy told her allegedly to get over it because of it. Because it wasn't for me and Dixon. If it wasn't for me and Dixon, you, being Faraji, she was telling Faraji this. If it wasn't for me and Dixon, you wouldn't even have a job at FS1. And then allegedly, Joy allegedly started sleeping her way to the top with Emmanuel Acho. Am I saying it right? Emmanuel Acho and network executive Charlie Dixon to further her career. Allegedly.
Yeah,
I said that.
Well, once we said allegedly, y'all,
I gotta keep saying
covers,
that.
No, that
Yeah,
covers
yeah,
the
yeah.
whole-
I'm gonna say that.
And then Faraji also said Skip Bayless allegedly offered her $1.5 million to sleep with her Yikes! And she still turned
$1.5 million.
How much?
$1.5 million.
and she still turned him down.
You want to count it?
And she still turned him down. Allegedly.
You want to count it? Okay.
And then, so we're gonna talk about
Skip
that.
tried to get them draws from 1.5 million, and she still turned him down. Damn.
Real quick comments. Sam says, "Ron, today is."
1.5 million, and he
That's a lot of money.
and she
Yeah.
still turned him down.
Sam said.
She
Sam
slept with
said.
Charlie Dixon, but wouldn't give Skip.
Allegedly, y'all.
Allegedly.
That's because during the whole thing, he would have been talking about the cap. Never mind. You know what? Look. All right, here we go.
Cowboys got to do with that? Cowboys ain't got nothing to do with this.
Ron caught what I was saying. Ron caught what I was about to say.
But the Cowboys ain't got nothing to do with it, though.
All I'm saying is, listen. All I'm saying is,
I don't understand that one, guy.
well, listen. All I'm saying is this. Allegedly, I'm saying allegedly. Jerry Jones would have gave a $6 million. That's all I'm saying.
Jerry Jones would have set up monthly payments for life.
Ron, you think that's funny, man?
Payments for life.
Sam said, "Ron, today is Joe Flacco's birthday." And then Nate said, "Nice, Pops. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you." And then the sports angle says, "Man, BJ, no one cares about Joe Flacco's birthday."
I know that's right. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Where did that come from? That's
Birthday. I mean, it's good that he had a birthday. Don't get me wrong, but God,
Wait a minute. Shout out
Who cares?
my boy Ian. He be on Talk Your Ear.
I like it. He's funny, dude.
So is he exposing the fact that you're a Joe Flacco fan? Is that what he's doing?
Oh.
BJ, a Baltimore fan.
Oh, okay.
okay.
That makes
Like
sense.
Joe Flacco.
I got you. Okay, that makes sense now. So
hey man, Joe Flacco won he won y'all Super
Hey,
Bowl though.
now Joe was the man.
Joe in his prime, Joe was
Yeah,
Penske.
yeah. Let's give him his props.
Playoff Joe was a different Joe
Yeah,
from
that's
regular
a different-
season Joe now.
Yeah, that's a
When it
different
came
Joe
time to
now.
playoffs.
That's right.
Yeah.
Joe wasn't playing.
So let's,
I wish Dak had that turnaround. He was good in the
I
playoffs.
bet you do.
I bet you do.
Hey, I'm keeping it real. I wouldn't say the other word. I wouldn't say the other word, but they say, well, I'm going to say I'm keeping it
I
real.
bet.
So
I'm keeping it real.
here,
Hey, Ron, I'm keeping it real.
yeah. Let's get into this, guys.
So
So
let's get to this discussion.
so Travis said earlier while we were queuing up everything before everybody come on. I got you next, Ron.
Let me speak for myself.
No, I'm just saying.
Talk for Travis.
No, I'm just saying is like.
Tell you how to do it, Travis. Do it for him, Patrick. Talk
I'm
for
sorry. All I was gonna say
Wait,
is.
first of all, I want to say. Let me say this.
I'm gonna say you brought up the
Let me say
point.
this.
him. Don't be scared.
Wait. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. You
Let's
ain't,
get ready to rumble.
you ain't nothing.
All I was gonna say is what Travis said was.
You got scared?
Well, Travis brought up the point.
You scared one.
No, Travis brought up the
You
point.
scared one.
That's my brother, man.
Don't be scared.
We ain't got nothing.
Don't be scared.
Ain't nothing to be scared
And
of
that's what they
with
did
our
in
brother.
life. Don't be scared.
But Travis brought up the point that before this allegations came out, Joy Taylor was showing a whole bunch of.
I wanted to speak for myself. What are you doing? Don't repeat what I'm gonna say.
I know you want to say it. That's why.
Ain't nothing.
Go ahead, man. I almost got away with it too. Almost.
Patrick, you said that your brother, you ain't scared of him.
So you was gonna repeat what I'm finna say already?
Yeah. You tell her.
Speak for yourself. No pun intended.
I almost
Speak for yourself.
got away with it.
Patrick,
Listen, you know the name of they show Speak for Yourself.
Yeah. So
Speak,
basically,
speak or whatever.
Patrick, you said that that's your brother, you ain't scared of him.
listen, no, that's my brother,
But
man.
you know, Cain killed
Besides,
Abel.
our little cousin Sean
Cain
Burns.
killed Abel.
Our little cousin Sean Burns is watching. My friend Kayla Fan is watching. So we're gonna give y'all applause real quick. Thank y'all for tuning in.
All right, now let me get to what
What's up, fam?
So basically, what Travis was gonna say was.
Let me say what I'm gonna say,
That's
man.
what
Patrick,
you
you could have done better than that. That was a show applause, man. Come on.
Ron, hold that thought.
You ain't nothing. All right, now let me get to this. What I'm finna say was this.
Don't start, Ron.
This is what I was saying about the situation. As far as Joy Taylor,
Okay.
ain't it funny how she was just showing off all her those big cans, as they say,
Travis.
as Jason Whitlock
What?
said. Those, yeah.
He's showing his pig you.
No.
Yeah, that's
No,
what I
listen,
said.
listen.
We got women watching, dude.
Dad,
Relax. Okay.
what I was saying was Jason Witten said this on his show.
I'm sorry.
Don't
You
put
know,
Jason
you
in.
know when she You know, when she show off those big cans and that pecan skin.
Is that what Jason Wynn said? Oh my God! I'm sorry.
I don't remember him.
Y'all gotta let me finish, man.
I don't remember him saying that.
So let them know you quoting somebody, please.
I just said. Jason Whitlock said, and I can't stand him, by the way, but this was funny.
He did say that.
He said when she shows off those big cans of hers and that pecan colored skin, you got to get away from me. That's what he said.
All right.
But y'all notice how, if you're watching lately, you know, she was showing like cleavage, you know, like, you know, dressing kind of reckless.
Provocative, very, very provocative.
But now she's covering up, wearing sweaters, got glasses on, trying to look more distinctive and distinguished and classy.
Yes, women, they are chauvinists.
This makes me think that she's even more guilty.
Them two guys over there,
you know what? Can
both of them chauvinists.
So can I give you? Let me give you my take on that.
Both of y'all are chauvinists.
No, I didn't. I was the one getting onto him with you.
I repeated what Jason said.
All.
I didn't say it. Jason said it, even though he was telling the truth.
I was getting onto him with you. I'm the one that called him a chauvinist pig just now.
Yeah. Well,
like Sam Sports say, fire Joy.
So
free
real quick, Ron. Real quick before you go, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that the network instructed her to change her persona and her appearance during this whole. Allegedly, of course.
Yeah.
Allegedly during this whole thing.
Not like Joey.
Now, comment.
We all do.
Kevin
That's
says.
the problem.
Kevin says.
That's why she in this situation. Yeah. They all like her too.
Kevin says
a little too much.
We're talking about different things, brother.
Kevin says it sounds to me like Joy Taylor is salty that the hairstylist beat her to the plan, quote unquote. Sleep with the exec, and when times are so good, not good any longer, blackmail him and sue him for the workplace harassment.
Yeah.
Hashtag scandalous.
That's what Joy said she was gonna do. Said when Faraji came to her about him, she said, "Be careful about sleeping with Emmanuel Ocho and Dixon, the exec, because it's a sticky situation. You can get in trouble about that." She said, "I'm not worried about that because if it all goes down, I'll just say that he forced himself onto me." Oh, God. That's allegedly.
This is what Joy Taylor allegedly said that Faraji said.
And which is one that's filing the lawsuit.
Yeah.
Which was the hairstylist for Joy Taylor.
And Kevin said, "Yeah, I said it allegedly." Dalton Smith, welcome to the podcast. So Ron, go ahead and jump in, Ron.
Well, one thing, he making it real bad for the females in the media to get to where they trying to get to.
I agree.
If it's true.
I agree.
If the truth. Second, you should not got caught in that predicament with situation.
Turn the music down, Patrick.
3, is that how you get to the top? Then you don't deserve to be on that network. You don't deserve to be in that field if you're using your body to get to the top.
I agree, but unfortunately, Ron, allegedly a lot of these females do that.
In a perfect world,
a lot of them do that allegedly.
Right.
In a perfect world, you're right, man.
She making it harder for other females that coming up that look up to her.
And
trying to get in there.
And I will say, sometimes the blame is on men that are in positions of power who put some females in a position where they say, in order for you to advance,
and a lot of men,
you're gonna have to do that and do this and do that, and so some females don't go for it, and some females do.
Ron, Sam says you're low. Your mic is low.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm gonna tell him to speak
probably
up.
not, and you probably need to push your mic down some closer to your mouth. That's probably what it is.
Yeah, but yeah, some people in positions of power, males that is, use it for their advantage to say, hey, and for you to advance in this company or whatever, we're gonna need to do this, do that, and some females don't.
That's basically that's what he told him.
Yeah,
he told Joy in order for you to advance, and told Faraji, you're gonna have to.
And of course, we don't agree with that
allegedly.
Either. First of all this is alleged, and second of all, we don't agree with any of that happening, but we're just reporting the news.
But if that will happen, what difference is there with Diddy? What difference are they with Diddy? They say Diddy did allegedly.
Right.
That don't make it no difference.
allegedly Diddy was
No, I'm saying
into pedophilia.
He
That's a
did.
big difference.
But when you scheme against a woman, wrong is wrong.
Right, I
Yeah.
understand what Pop saying. Pop
Yeah.
saying
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying, Patsy? I mean, you know,
Yeah.
it's wrong. They should have done
He
that.
getting it for doing.
Well, I will say this. Allegedly, there was a lot of baby lotion and a lot of spiked drinks in those parties
oil,
to where
baby oil.
people ended up
Baby oil. Get it
baby oil ended up being forced or coerced or having things done to them that they weren't aware of because of being drugged. That's different too. All this we're talking about today is like people
All
make
of it, yeah.
these choices.
But once again, she making it harder for the next female.
I get that.
That's why I don't call it Hollywood. I call it Halloween.
Because
Yeah.
It's highly
Yeah,
weird.
I say win now. I say
I mean,
Halloween.
that's what everybody.
But that's my thing. I'm saying
get
Halloween.
a female
I'm
that's
saying
coming
Halloween.
up right now that think that
I'm gonna call it
okay
weird.
how you get to the top. That is not okay.
I agree with you.
A female supposed to get to the top. No.
Yeah, I agree.
But let me make this
So,
clear. We're not saying all females did that. We're not saying all that's what's happening in this situation. You know,
No, I said allegedly a lot of them do that.
But
Well,
I'm not gonna say a lot of them.
and you gotta look at the situation from both sides.
in
too.
big time situations like that, big business and corporations, allegedly a lot.
And men's doing a lot of those stuff too. You
Yeah,
know?
of course.
A
Yeah,
lot more worse stuff if you want to be honest.
I would say
But for the big businessman, that's allegedly that's
Yeah.
natural for them.
Ron
They
was-
got the money.
Ron is saying something else too.
and the owner, he finna lose everything if that is true.
Yeah,
But he
Yes,
got family himself.
Come now.
So
I don't think they never
Yeah.
touch him.
My friend Dana Legg is watching. Thank you for tuning in, Dana. Appreciate you.
Y'all know.
Tune in, give you
y'all
a
know people like that that's behind something. You know they hardly ever get caught. The big guys, they hardly ever get caught. That's
but,
just where it's set up. It's they hardly ever get
Because
caught.
you gotta pay to play. That's
Yeah,
why.
you gotta pay for it.
but
You're right.
what you do in the dark will always turn to the
And
light.
that's a fact, bro.
That's true, too.
That's a fact. That
So Sam says, why nobody, and Travis brought this point up earlier, why is nobody fired or suspended? And that is kind of weird.
because right now it's just.
But here's the
allegedly.
thing, though. Here's the thing. There's a lawsuit being brought against the higher ups in the company and the owner. So if you fire somebody, that can make that can kind of show that there may be some validity to what the person's saying.
Exactly.
So they got to kind of let them hang around a little bit. You know what I mean? And there's probably negotiations going on behind the scenes
But
too.
see, this the thing too. They fired Naraji.
Yeah.
Because
Somebody already done got fired from it. Yeah.
She was making complaints on them. She went to HR. She got receipts that she was complaining about this for years about the harassment, and they covered it up. And so they finally got tired of her and made an excuse to fire her, and that's when she went public with it. And as far as not suspending Joy, I don't know how she's getting away with this because Michael Irvin, when he had his accusations and everything, they fired this man, suspended this man, and everything else. But because it's Joy, she gets a pass. I don't get it. Like,
I
how,
get it.
how
I
come?
agree.
And Michael Irvin ain't the only one. It's a lot of the men's in the NFL and professional sports that got suspended and fired.
Some
but
guys
Joy
that-
is still
yeah.
there. So how is this happening?
But
I
we,
agree.
but we all seeing, we all seeing little,
Can I harp? Yeah.
but we all seeing little subtle hint that's going on. Like they changing up stuff, like they dressing different, and they begin to space out a little bit. They are already doing little subtle things.
But
so something's going on.
And not only that, let me say this real quick. I gotta say this. I forget about it. Not only that, they're resurfacing old clips of
Yeah.
I know he's not involved, but LaShawn McCoy and her talking about dating and being the side chick and the side man and all this, and it seems like he's talking directly to her and she's talking directly to him. It's on the show. Like, if y'all ain't seen that clip, y'all need to look it up. It's crazy.
Yeah, and then I will say too, and this is again looking from the other side, from some of these men who are in positions of power who try to use that for their advantage and try to put certain females in these unwanted situations. You got to think about this too. The people that own these companies and run these companies, they want to keep these women around who they feel like can be either easy targets or feel like they can persuade and manipulate versus the men. You know, they can always get other male athletes to come on and fill that slot, but to find a woman who is attractive and who knows enough about football to talk with the guys, and they can manipulate to do things behind the scenes, they're more likely to kind of keep those women around instead of firing them right off the bat. Does that make sense? Yeah. Versus because they don't have a use for the men in that way.
Yeah. But I want
it's
to
not
ask
fair though.
It's not fair. No.
I want to ask y'all: do she really know sports? If you got to do this, do you really know sports?
Well, I'll say this: from what I've been watching with her over the years,
she does.
I like her takes, and she got she know what she be talking about for the most part. Of course, she say some crazy stuff that we all wouldn't agree with sometimes. Just like we might say some stuff y'all wouldn't agree with.
Right.
Everything we talking about, we know our stuff, but everybody's not gonna agree with what we're saying.
Yeah,
that's our opinions.
Some of aspects are opinionated.
Yeah, and some of the stuff that we say are actual facts. You can't disagree with that if it's actual facts. Yeah. Just like she say, some of the stuff she says, she going off stats is facts. So,
and so let me put this in it. But some women are put in position where they gained up on. Now I'm not making excuses, but some women are put. You know, the woman have to work extra hard anyway than a man. I mean, that's just where it is in society. Some women are put in positions where they sometimes don't even have no choice, either support their family or quit. And some women in a position where they need that money. Yeah. And you gotta always understand, sometimes they are put in positions.
I should have had you pull up that clip or set it off.
Yeah.
When old girl said, I need that money. That's joy right there.
And that, I mean, I'm really saying, I mean, without saying that, not saying that. But some women are put in positions where it's not fair for them, you know? They have to do more than the man got to do to get that job.
You can tell she has knowledge of football. And Brandon brought up a good. Go ahead, Ron.
All I just saying, look who he related to, and look what he doing. You see what I'm saying? It making sense. Now.
Jason Taylor is her brother.
Right.
Yeah.
And like I said, they're both biracial, you know, half black, half white. And she, you know, she started off as a bartender in Miami.
Yeah.
And had a radio show, like
so she's
being
a
guest,
guys.
And she went from that to jumping up to being a mediator on Undisputed. So the reason
she had experience.
I think the reason she got those chances and opportunity though because she's Jason. I mean, Jason Taylor.
Well, you know, anytime you got a favorite, famous.
But here's the other thing. This is my takeaway from what Brandon's saying.
She would never got that if it wasn't. Obviously.
You might be right.
Here's my takeaway from.
She's pretty. That always happens.
But Jason Taylor, being her brother, that helped.
Yeah.
Of
course it did.
Here's my takeaway from.
Two sisters in for, you know.
Here's my takeaway from what Brandon was saying. It could be also is that because she knows Jason Taylor, because she came up around football, he was probably playing since Pee Wee League, that she knows football because she was exposed to it.
Her daddy was in it.
And again, I go back to the proof is in the pudding. You can listen to somebody talk on the show, and you can tell either they know what they're talking about or they don't. And from everything that we said, we know that so we know that Joy, she belongs on TV as a football analyst.
And I'm just gonna tell y'all this. Butter skin and the big cans.
Oh, I'm
sorry, I had to say it again.
I'd rather listen to her talk than sit there and watch some of those memes.
I will say, I would go back to this comment.
The reason I watch these shows because she's on there, bro. If she wasn't on there, I would not watch
Travis.
the show. I'm just saying.
But come on, man. Travis, you gotta give her credit.
Are you watching Speak if she ain't on that show?
Huh?
Are you watching?
He said, huh?
Yeah, when they talk about the Cowboys sometimes.
Are you watching that show if she's not on there, period?
I got a couple of those guys. The wide receiver, I like him. What's his name? I always cover the Cowboys.
Stop lying.
No. Come on now, stop that.
No,
listen, guys. Sometimes they talk. Sometimes eventually they talk good about the Cowboys. It ain't always, but sometimes.
Y'all know y'all not watching Speak if Joy Taylor's not on there.
I am. Before she even came on, I was watching.
All I was gonna say is
I'm mesmerized the whole time.
I'm not. No, I'm not. She's a pretty lady. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not. That ain't the reason I watch
that pecan skin and them big cans.
I do want to bring up this comment again before we move on. Is that
Jason Whitlock is funny when he said it? That was funny.
Did he get in trouble for that?
Nate says men will get penalized while women go under investigation. That's true. Women go underneath the investigation. The system is messed up.
They're investigating, and men get penalized right then.
Yeah.
And that needs to be a little fixed up better, but yeah.
But I think we're all agreeing with that. We're all saying the same thing.
Yeah, we all saying the same thing.
And then she got the other clip, which really hurts her, when she came out and said, "I'm gonna keep it a buck. Even though we got standards, women." When she was talking to the women, if he's not pretty enough, if he's got enough money, all that moral stuff is out the window. You're gonna do whatever it takes to get that money. When she said that, I was like, damn. So everything that they saying, it's matching up, is what I'm saying.
Right. Still how she really is.
Yeah. She said if she want to sleep with somebody, it don't matter if they ugly or not. If they got enough money,
All right.
all the moral stuff is out the window.
Is she married?
Yeah. Well,
She was, and that's another thing. I'm glad you brought that up. Her husband caught her cheating.
Okay.
That's why he divorced her.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So, just saying.
well, we figured that's a very trending topic in sports news and sports commentating. So we had to bring that up and talk about it, right?
Yeah. Now we can go through this.
But now we're saying that every woman that speaks on those sports shows, it ain't like that. It's sometimes situational, and this might turn out to be a little different what we saying. That's why we say allegedly.
You never know.
I believe it though. I definitely believe it.
Well,
It's too much stuff matching up, bro. It's just too much.
Well, that's what lies are.
No, I know, but I'm just
You
saying.
can make lies is like AI. You can tell a good lie to the point some people just believe it.
Yeah, you mean like how they tell lies on Donald Trump? But that's another story. But anyway.
If we want to go there, Donald Trump, it ain't no story that he tell lies. He do tell lies.
Now it's not lies. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, come on now. One thing Trump do better than anybody, he lies.
No.
You knew what you were doing when you said that.
Exactly.
No, I mean, it's no big deal.
I'm just saying.
I ain't gonna run up here and know he lied, but I'm gonna want to have that
I'm
admit
saying
it.
if you're gonna say one thing one way, you gotta.
Well,
That's gotta be fair.
Like I said, just like AI, I said
That's
just
all
like
I'm saying.
AI. Sometimes a lie, it can really be
That's what I'm
convincing.
saying. It's gotta be fair across the board.
But that thing there, and eventually, we'll know the truth on that eventually. Ron said something while ago, anything you do in the dark come to the light. See, that's a true statement.
Oh, speaking of that, Donald Trump says too, when he gets in there, once he get inaugurated and everything, he's gonna reveal about the aliens too. He said everything that the government behind, he's gonna reveal that. Have you seen that latest?
That's why they've been trying to stop that guy.
Yes. And they said the drones and all this stuff got something to do with the aliens.
They know where they are. I don't know why they won't just come out and tell you.
It.
And
And
the other reason he's in there, he said he gonna tell you about these aliens. See, we the aliens. Them the other aliens he gonna be after too.
Wait a minute.
Do what?
We are the aliens.
You talking about the illegal.
We are part of the aliens too.
Illegal aliens. What are you talking
Yeah. I ain't doing no illegal aliens. I said aliens.
All right,
We
so
we a little different from what he's accustomed to.
We're gonna change
so
topic.
we're gonna change the topic. I want to talk, but on that other show we got, we're gonna get raw.
Yeah, when this season's over, we're gonna talk about this more.
Yeah,
I will say,
this.
I don't know what Pops meant by a little different what he's used to.
Listen, brother, I'm a grown man. I know what I meant.
I'm trying to figure it out.
No, you ain't doing that. You're not gonna sit here and try to take me down to what I said.
Show froze.
Yeah, of course it did.
They don't like something.
See what you did, Pop?
Yeah, I see what I did. I stand behind it.
Okay, it's still going.
I'm a God soldier. See, I'm not afraid of anything.
It's just not going up here. So
But I just want to say, we're gonna move on to the next topic. But don't be trying to wash what I said because I mean everything I said.
Sorry, y'all, we got technical difficulties. It froze over here on our
Of course it did.
I mean, it's still going on this.
No, everything's all right with that. So just
Good.
All right, but let's just go to the next topic.
Well, we got it. He's fixing something first, Pop.
You got it.
So I guess one of the topics they want to talk about is top 5 receivers. Is this top 5 receivers of all time?
Yeah, but we talked about somebody specific before we go there. Yeah, top 5. Yeah, this is what they said, the top 5. But before we go there, we're gonna talk about one of the main guys on that team, on that list, which is Randy Moss.
Yeah, basically, Randy Moss has came out and said he's cancer free. Guys that didn't know, he had cancer, and his eyes was real yellow, and he was wearing shades on set. So people started to get concerned about him and wondering what was going on. And it got to the point to where you couldn't hide it no more. And he came out and told everybody he had cancer.
But we got video, man.
So now he's cancer free.
But
so congrats to him on that, and hopefully it stays that way, and hope everything's good. And
if he can't, we're gonna let him tell y'all what's going on.
I'm guessing Patrick got video on it.
Yeah, let's let him tell you what's going on. So some people didn't know what the problem was when they say pray for Randy Moss and his family. Some people didn't know what they were talking about because they just now announced exactly what's really going on because he just found out. He just found out the other day himself. So he didn't really know what was going on. So that's why they kept saying pray for him, because he just found out the other day what was really going on.
Yeah, so I noticed a while back. I was trying to figure out what was going on. Okay, we good now. Sorry about that. Y'all had some technical difficulties.
I don't think he just found out. I think it was something.
Can you play it, Patrick?
Yeah, I think
Play
it was.
it.
I think it was something he was dealing with that he just didn't bring public yet.
Man,
So-
he said he just found out
What's
about
going
it.
on, Wallace? Wallace says what's good, y'all.
Yeah, he just said he just found out, Patrick.
Wallace
He said-
say he catching us late. He said what's good, y'all.
What's up, Wallace, my
much.
man?
But
Go ahead and play the video, Patrick.
I
He'll tell you
think
what he
his
found.
son, whoever said he got cancer, though somebody else broke the story too, and his son got mad about it, saying, "I did not want y'all to tell."
Exactly.
You
But
know,
listen,
Exactly.
he came out today with a video that everybody knew.
The
it
video
now.
wasn't about him just finding out. It was just
Yeah, just play it, Patrick.
he wanted to make sure
Oh, man.
that he wanted to talk about it after he had went through.
It's gonna be okay.
It's okay, pops.
What I'm saying, let the man tell him. It just makes sense to let him tell him.
Yeah.
It just don't make
I
sense.
think he's gonna play it. I think. You finna set it up?
Because he put it out for everybody to know what's going on. He said he wanted all his people to know. That's why he put it out.
Yeah, he finna share it now.
yeah.
Run, you crazy. That's just in play.
Yeah, man. Randy Moss was that dude, man.
Yeah, he was.
Arguably top 3 wide receiver of all time.
Former Viking legend Randy Moss shared more about
Check
his
this out.
health battle.
Mike Max joins us now with the update. I know a lot of people were curious about this because he didn't.
They have been, yeah. And now we know it's because he didn't know until he went through a surgery.
See?
to
He
proceed
didn't
to
know.
exactly where he was at with it. Where today he clarified some of that. Randy Moss took to social media today to help update a mystery. He had surgery for cancer. He had a 6-hour surgery on it, and he has treatment ahead.
He knew he had cancer already, but he didn't know.
Let him play it.
Let him play it.
Patrick, let him play it.
Yeah,
I don't
man.
know, bro.
Let the
You gotta
video.
explain it.
They gonna explain it.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I did have cancer. They found it in the bile duct, right between the pancreas and the liver. And the cancer was sitting right outside the bile duct.
So that's where it sits now.
'Cause
but
he didn't
also
even know
said
he took the
chemotherapy,
X-ray.
Radiation treatment still ahead, but he was at least happy for the time being that they were able to get a lot of it, remove a lot of it, and he continued to point out that he had one of the world-class surgeons working on him, so he felt good about that.
And I don't remember, like 49, 50, I can't remember.
Yeah, I think he's 48 years old now.
48,
Came here in
okay.
1998.
This is not the best video for it because there's another video.
Oh,
we
that
can
tells
talk
it
about.
all right there, bro.
He's saying he announced
Yeah.
he's a cancer survivor. So it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of it didn't play it. More was that. More was
So
on there.
guys, if I'm wrong, I'm assuming he's cancer free.
He's
Yeah.
cancer free.
But see, that tape came in early. At the beginning, he said, "I'm here to tell you that I'm cancer free." But see, it played early. It was on that
Yeah.
tape.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So basically,
He said it on the tape.
the video.
I pulled the
He knew that he had cancer before he went into the surgery. He just didn't know the extent of it and where the cancer was, basically.
He
but
didn't know, Pat. He
after
said
the
he didn't know.
after the surgery, and they checked the margins, that's when he came out and said, "Now he knows he's cancer free." Now I need to find this other video.
Yeah.
But the main thing is we wanted everybody to know what's going on. That's the
Yeah.
main thing. They said some of his friends asked him why he didn't tell him. He said he really didn't know. He said he just found out when they did the X-ray. That's what he said. He said he didn't know what
But
it was.
his son came out and saying, whoever announced it, his son said, "It ain't none of your business to tell about my pops." This was the son told the person that came out and said it. He said,
And I
"It's not
can
none of
understand
your
that.
business. It's not none of your business."
Yeah. So this is all.
But on the other note,
Yeah.
when you famous and you're in the limelight, it does become everybody's
Yeah,
business.
I will say, this
Yeah,
here,
it really does.
this is a video that happened way before any of this stuff we're tapping today. This is when he was still on the air.
Right.
We already knew that though.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He knew he already knew he had
But he's saying he didn't really know.
Pops.
Okay. We're not doing that, man. This is something important. He never said what? So didn't.
Yeah, so
See, there it is.
he already knew.
But he didn't say it. Like I told you.
We got it. That he already knew.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah, I know.
He said he knows something was wrong, but he wasn't sure. Okay,
We stay on the smallest stuff.
Yeah, now.
Just to make a point.
All right, okay.
But
Come on,
I do have a better video too, though.
Oh man, that's enough. We got to keep doing it.
We got it.
We got
can
it.
go on now,
Let's
bro.
not push it.
Okay.
Let's not run
We
it
don't
over.
have to keep doing
Yeah,
that
I
with
mean,
Randy.
we gotta have respect for him, man. Let's just leave that alone
Let's
now.
move forward now.
Yeah.
Let's go forward, yeah. But we just want Randy to know that we love him. He's one of our guys.
One
And
video is enough.
that's why we gonna talk about this 5 top receiver thing. That's why it came up. I wanted y'all to know that he was rocking. He was right in the middle of that.
There was a better video from the beginning to the end where he expounded on thanking more people, thanking God that he was cancer free and all that stuff, and he went into more detail. That's all I was trying to do. But,
I know, but I think
y'all
you did a good
shutting down
job.
everything I try to say.
But you did a good job.
No, but y'all keep shutting down everything I try to say. Instead of listening to me, let me finish.
We got the just.
Yeah, you kind of did, but it's
did a good job,
all
man.
good. It's all good. Let's move on.
man.
Next topic.
Ron, was we shutting down what he trying to say, or did y'all get the gist of what he was saying?
We got the just.
Yeah, it was
Thank
enough. We can
you.
overdo it sometimes.
Yeah. we
Next
do.
up, let's see, $17 million
feel
in
hurt.
No,
salary
go with
cap.
the 5 top. You're missing it. The 5 top.
That's the next one.
No, it's on the top. The 5. Go to the 5 top receivers. Why are you missing it?
Y'all want to do the top 5 receivers
Yeah,
all
I think
time
it'd be a good
again?
thing to do because Brandon Moss is involved with that.
All right. Go ahead.
Yeah.
God, I mean,
Top 5. They want to talk about the top 5 receivers of all time.
He wouldn't talk.
Well, guys, I think it's important that we know who Randy Moss is. I know everybody know how he is, but you need to know of all time, he's considered probably number 1. And we know Jerry Rice is rocking that, but a lot of people still think that. I know they don't want. They think this is irrelevant, but not just because we don't want to just think because he's sick. We want to let you know that he got a lot of fans because Randy Moss is the guy.
I'm laughing at.
And that's why so many people love him. I know they're making fun of him,
No, I'm
but
laughing at
I
his
think it's
point.
I'm
important.
not making fun.
I think it's important that you understand that he's one of the guys.
Patrick
like
got text about this.
he's one of the guys.
I'm
man.
like, bro,
That's all I'm
everybody
saying.
understand. We get it. They got it. Now.
Let's just go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. But I just thought it'd be nice. Do y'all know who the top 5 receivers are?
Basically, well, yeah. What Dad said.
Everybody's got their own opinion on
Yeah.
that.
But NFL is going to have the last word on it.
No, they don't have the last word.
All right.
No, they don't.
I'm just going to say this.
Listen.
In the books, where it counts, they going to put down in the books who they say
All
the
right,
best
now
is.
listen. Everybody has their opinion on who the top 5
And
is.
I know they do.
So regardless of who you ask, everybody top 5 is gonna be different. But we can say that's why I say arguably Randy Moss is in the top 3 because majority of people he gonna be in the top 3 at least.
If y'all don't
That's
give
arguable.
the top of it, most of them going to say number 1 or number 2.
Well, most people gonna say Jerry Rice number 1.
Yeah. And some will say
Most
Randy
people gonna
or-
say Randy or Terrell Owens number 2. Most people.
I'll say Randy.
So you don't think it's important to say what 5 it was then?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's subjective.
Because someone said, what about this guy? What about this guy?
Yeah, that's why I said
say the 5 that was on there, and maybe they know they got his
Oh,
name.
you got 5 on here?
Yeah, it's 5 of them on there.
Why you didn't read it all out, man?
Yeah, man.
I was waiting for y'all to finish talking.
All
man.
right. Pop's got Jerry Rice, Kelvin Johnson,
That's the list.
Randy Moss, Terrell Owens,
Larry Fitzgerald.
Larry Fitzgerald. Yeah, Kelvin Johnson shouldn't even be in the top 5. I don't even know.
That's not my list. That's the NFL's list, guys.
That's
Just know
that's
that.
why I say.
If you bring it up, that's what it's going to
That's
say.
why I say they're disqualified for doing that.
Well, I'm just saying.
Because Kelvin Johnson is not the top 5 receiver.
That's what they said, bro. I didn't write it.
Give me the playmaker. Give me Chris Carter. I can go forever before I even mention his name.
Yeah.
Give me Larry Fitzgerald. I'll take Steve Smith over him. Like I can keep going, bro. Like, for real. Jimmy Smith. Give me him over him. I keep going. Give me my boy Roddy White. I'll take him. Julio
See,
Jones.
Is that his phone?
That
That
is,
wire?
that's NFL's list right there.
phone.
Okay.
I didn't do that. That's their list. I just told you that's what the list came up
Okay,
with.
good. Good.
it.
All right, we got it. So I guess this is the time where we ask what y'all's Who y'all think the top 5
Yeah.
receivers
That's
are?
why you can't listen to everything the NFL
Now, who do
says.
y'all think? Did the list? He called the list out. Do y'all think they got the list right?
No.
They're wrong.
I mean, y'all go ahead and say your point, because somebody else might have something different.
Larry Fitzgerald could be arguable in the top 5. That's arguable. I give you that. But Calvin Johnson, no. This other receiver is just straight better than him, bro. Calvin Johnson was just big and tall to me. Like,
I mean,
good,
you got to think. You could probably swap out Michael. You could probably swap out. Dang though, but see, you got to think too. You got to think. You could swap out Michael Irvin for Larry Fitzgerald, but then you.
You gonna
he
swap
won,
out Michael
he won
Irvin?
3 rings with
The playmaker.
with your precious,
Oh, he's saying put Michael Irvin where Larry is at.
Yeah.
Pops. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
He's not saying take
But you
Irvin
know
out.
that is somebody's list. I thought he was saying take him.
No. Yeah.
He's not on there right now.
I know what they were trying to say, but I know Michael Irvin would be like 3.
My top 5 personally.
Michael Irvin would have been like 3.
Listen,
3 or 4.
Listen, my top 5 personally would be. This is my opinion. My top 5.
But Gerald shouldn't even been
Terrell Owens, number 1. Jerry Rice, number 2. Randy Moss, number 3. Michael Irvin, number 4. Chris Carter, number 5. That's my top 5.
That would have been mine. I would probably put Michael close to number 3, number 2.
Now I don't know who y'all opinions are.
No, that was good list.
Y'all can go around and say
give you
y'all's
mine.
now.
So,
Yeah, go ahead.
somebody put Gerald in. I don't know who did that.
Whenever y'all ready, I'll give mine.
But we're all still talking about it.
Wallace Smith says Calvin Johnson was one of the top 6 receivers in the league during his prime. During that time. Yeah, I give him that. 100%. Kevin says Randy Moss, Jerry Rice, Chris Carter, Lynn Swann. Well, I was going to say,
No, I'm going to put him past no Michael.
you got to think, these guys back in the day,
I am thinking.
Lynn Swann and Stallworth both, but especially Lynn Swann, when the league was a lot tougher, they didn't have the
Michael-
in there. Are you going to let me finish?
Yeah, but think about what you finna say.
He's not.
Go ahead, Pops. Go ahead, Pops.
There was nobody out there.
Then he took it.
You told me to go. I'll go.
It was a test.
I'll take the test. So don't tell me to go. I'll take the test.
You failed.
Yeah, I didn't fail. You said go ahead. I went. So go ahead on. Don't never tell me to do
get yours
something.
out first, and then he'll.
But I'll let him do it. I wasn't trying to cut him off, but I was just letting him, before you say something crazy, I was trying to think about it.
Pops, first of all,
Go ahead. Don't say. Go ahead, man.
you're not the barometer of whether or not
Look,
I
man,
say
you
something
gotta go
crazy.
through all that, man.
Like,
Go ahead, man.
why is
Go ahead.
Pops the crazy standard?
Sometimes
setter?
you say stuff that's crazy, man.
Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah, it makes sense.
We got to check with Pops. Is this crazy,
It's
Pops?
called opinion. That's what it's called.
You should be used to
What's
this
so funny
by
about
now.
it?
You should be used to
Yeah,
this.
it's
bro.
a call opinion. That's
All
all
right,
it
so what I was gonna say earlier is you could swap out Michael Irvin for Larry Fitzgerald. I actually move Larry Fitzgerald up, bump Calvin Johnson out of there, move Larry Fitzgerald up, and then put Michael Irvin in there. I would say Michael Irvin number 4, honestly, because he won 3 rings with
Give me a
Dallas.
top 5 from 1 to 5. It's
I would
simple.
say
You don't
number
have to
3.
do all that other
Yeah,
stuff.
But I also think about Lynn Swann because he won 4 rings in 6 years during a tougher time, a more physical time, a time when they didn't have the technology, they didn't have all this in-air
We
stuff.
asking you for your top 5. That's
So,
all we need. We don't
I'm-
need all the
I'm-
analytics of every individual. We just want your top 5.
Yeah.
From 1 to 5, your top 5. We don't have to say this person got 3 rings. That's why I put him in.
I'm talking
I
to
know,
this.
but-
I'm talking to this
Bro.
my way.
I get it, but we got other
My
stuff.
way.
We got other stuff to get
My
through.
way.
We got other
My
stuff to get through.
way.
So can you just give us your top 5?
My way.
Just a simple top 5.
I'm
That's all we
thinking.
want.
I'm thinking through it out
Oh
loud.
my gosh.
Lord have mercy, we gonna be here all night.
Lord Jesus.
I was about to play it.
And that's why I was trying to tell him to calm down, y'all. You see what I was trying to do now. Now y'all understand what I was talking about.
I will say Jerry Rice is
That's gotta be
definitely.
the funniest clip ever, man.
Jerry Rice is definitely number 1. I would say.
And keep in mind, I put Jerry Rice on my list. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I was about to lose it, man. You wanted me to go 1 through 5 in the moment I start.
And I just slipped out.
And every week I bring.
Did you see my face?
And every week I bring a list because it's gonna change.
And then you gonna keep talking.
It's gonna change every week. Y'all know that, right?
Learn to hold it mentally, man. Just wait.
No. I just want to say this real quick. I'm sorry.
No. I'm gonna do my list. You took a minute and a half getting on to me about doing a 1 through 5. I'm gonna do my list.
You're right.
Dang, Ron, did you see what just happened?
My bad, man. My bad.
Man,
I ain't seen no.
Jerry Rice, All right, Randy Moss. I say Michael Irvin, man. I say Michael Irvin number 3 over Terrell Owens. Then I put T.O. And then after that, I'm going to go with Lynn Swann. I'm going to go with Lynn Swann.
Now,
the reason I say that is because
why are you going
hold
with
on
Lynn
for a
Swann?
second. Because four rings in 6 years.
Because he's a Steeler, maybe.
No, because but Lynn Swann was a pioneer.
He's a Steeler. That's why.
No, Lynn Swann was a pioneer of
Yeah, decent hands.
the decent hands.
So do you think Lynn Swann is better than Chris Carter?
No. Chris had the
left
best
him
hands
out.
I've been.
I mean, you could go arguably, but
No.
but Chris Carter, I hate to say it. His career. No, hold on.
Wait,
We didn't really get.
Yeah, before this.
Man, are you gonna let me finish?
I'm
or
sorry.
not?
I am.
Chris
But I
Carter.
gotta say this before you know where you're going.
Hold
with
on
it.
for a
That's what I'm
second.
saying.
Let me. I know where you're going already.
Okay.
Chris Carter's career was derailed early, so I feel like we didn't get to see all of what we could have saw
His
from
career
Chris
wasn't
Carter.
derailed early.
So it wasn't.
Chris Carter played with Vikings.
He had the drug issues, right?
No, well, he had that with the Eagles, but he
That's
got
right.
over that, and then that's when he
what-
went to the Vikings
Yeah.
and became the Chris Carter. that we
All
know.
right. So, I thought it was later in his career. Then I stand corrected. My fault.
We were trying to tell you before you say something. I was trying to stop you.
When I do that, I'm trying to save you. That's
But,
what
what I
I'm
was doing.
but at the same time, I can't definitively say that Chris Carter is over Lynn Swann because they were very similar in what they did. They both made tough contested catches. They were both hard to tackle. They both had some of the strongest hands in the league.
Chris Carter.
And Lynn Swann was the pioneer of athletic, acrobatic, one-handed catches over people, double coverage. You know what I'm saying? Like Lynn Swann was doing this in the 70s, what we consider the norm now.
Can I say
Does that make sense?
Yeah, can I say this though?
Yeah.
When I say top 5 receivers, I'm talking encompassing of everything what makes a receiver.
Yeah.
And everything that they do individually as a receiver.
Yeah.
That's why I said Chris Carter, bro.
He ain't thinking.
I'm not.
Route running, his hands.
Yeah, Lynn Swann too.
His smarts.
Yes.
On the sideline catches.
His toughness.
Lynn Swann was doing this way
They all
before
had
that.
all this. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, Lynn Swann was
But-
doing this all this in the
Carter-
70s.
Carter's
This is what
on
I'm
a
saying.
whole other level, bro.
It's subjective. It could go either way. If somebody,
Carter, I know I can say that, and I think all of y'all would agree.
Yeah.
Maybe besides Jerry Rice, Chris Carter got the best hands I ever seen in my life as a receiver.
that's arguable.
Like
That's my
his
point.
hands,
If
bro.
you say
He was known for the hands.
if you say you put
Yeah,
Chris
like,
Carter
he can
over,
do anything.
hold on. If you say you put Chris Carter over Lynn Swann, I can't say that's
He was
stupid.
over him.
I'm not
I-
saying it's stupid. Or
No,
nothing.
what I'm saying
Yeah,
is,
neck and neck. I see
no,
what you're
what I'm
saying.
saying is, I can't look at you saying that and saying that don't make no sense. That can't be because it's possible. It's arguable. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So it could go either way. But I will say,
But I just feel like the reason you're mentioning Lynn Swann is because you're a Steelers.
no,
fan.
it's not because I was
If
still a fan.
If you
Because
wasn't a Steelers fan, I don't think you would be saying Lynn
he
Swann.
would- he
it's
wouldn't.
because of everything that Lynn Swann did.
But if you want a Steelers
The
fan, would you
accolades,
honestly
man.
say Lynn Swann?
Yes, because of everything Lynn
I don't
Swann did. It
think
ain't because
so,
he's a
bro.
Steelers fan.
I don't think so.
Look, you got other people in the comment
accolades
section.
speaks for
You got
itself.
other people in the comment section saying the same thing.
No.
I got you.
no,
You know
man.
you overlooked a lot of other receivers, right? You
Yeah,
think about
man.
a lot of other receivers.
Yeah, but you gotta.
You
When
think
you,
he's better than Antonio Brown?
and Tony Brown would have been better if he'd have played longer. But I think
No.
I,
No,
like
no, you get away with that.
here's
Is he better than Antonio Brown? Is all I'm asking. I'm not saying the best
overall
person and all
career.
this,
I have to
I'm
give it to
talking
Lynn
about-
Swann because Antonio
wow.
derailed it. The CTE cut his career short.
I got it, but I think Antonio was better than Lynn Swann. That's just me.
It's arguable, man. I ain't gonna lie.
That's why I wanted to see where your line Slave. If you saying Lynn Swann is better than Antonio Brown, I don't
It
know
could
about
go
that.
either way. They're both close. But
But we're talking about
listen.
the Chris Carter.
Overall,
right? We're talking about Chris Carter, right?
Speed, all that. Antonio's better than him.
Overall, though, yes, that's arguable. You can say Antonio Brown's better than him. But listen, overall, now you're looking at route running, you're looking at catches, their hands, their smarts, all that stuff. But also this significant part of their team winning championships and sustaining winnability. Chris Carter, how many Super Bowls did he win? How many teams did he play for?
That don't matter.
What I'm saying is,
it's a part of it.
hold on.
No, it's a part. You asking me?
What I'm saying
Are you
is,
asking me a question?
I'm not finished yet. My point is, if
how many did he
you saying
win?
you got to take all this into consideration, that has to factor
Yeah,
into
it's
it.
a fact. That's why I say
Okay.
it's a fact.
Well,
Well,
then,
then-
take
That's
it
why
on
I
in.
said,
Then why is Mike Irvin so far down?
I said, well, it is a factor. I get
Yes.
this.
Why is Mike Irvin
But
so far
I'm
down the
talking
line?
about
then?
more so of the individual, not about the rings, because you can go with other teams that got a lot of receivers that won rings. Don't mean they better than these receivers. You see what I'm saying?
I get what you're
not
saying.
just going by rings. I'm talking about the individual. Everything in common says their skill set, their abilities individually. You see what I'm saying?
Let's address
because that got to do with the team you play with, the quarterback you play with, why you got rings. That ain't what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Let me do this. So, like, let me give you an example.
That's the case. No,
Kevin said that Chris Carter
ain't got no ring. T.O. ain't got no ring.
That's my point. That's what I'm saying.
So what are we talking about?
That's what I'm saying. I don't. Here's my thing.
Michael Irvin got 3.
Kevin Walker said Chris Carter practically invented the toe
He
drag.
deserved it. He's actually good.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Hey.
He's a playmaker for a reason.
Kevin says that Chris Carter basically invented the toe drag swag.
He
But
did.
Lynn Swan was doing this back in the 70s. He was doing toe drag swag back.
No, it's Chris
I'm not
Carter.
saying he was necessarily doing all the catches better, but he was doing this toe drag swag back in the
Carter,
70s.
That's when it first started. When Chris Carter, I remember that.
Chris started that
catching
then.
balls, hanging out
Right.
like in crazy ways. Chris Carter started that, bro.
All I'm saying
There's some other
is,
players doing it.
I'm a little
Don't
older
get
than
me
you.
wrong.
Pops is older than both of us.
Yeah.
And we can both say that Lynn Swan was doing that back in the 70s.
But not to the extent.
And he was doing that back in the 70s. Now,
Not to the
Chris
extent that
Carter
Carter did,
took
man.
this-
well, he didn't have to do it to the extent because he normally outran everybody. But my point is, when he had to do it, he did. So Chris Carter didn't invent it because Lynn Swan was doing it back in the 70s.
But I just can't believe you saying
If Chris Carter was the first person we ever saw do it, I get that.
Lynn Swan ain't even the best receiver that y'all had in y'all history.
So
and you
hey,
saying he's top
he's
5?
not.
That making sense.
He's not the best the Steelers ever had.
Is that,
I'm just
is that,
saying,
is that
man.
safe to say though?
I'm just saying.
Is he the best receiver y'all had in y'all franchise history?
Overall, if you look at overall,
No,
that's
he's not.
arguable. Yeah.
No.
Overall.
Okay.
You think he better than Hines Ward?
I don't know where you going.
Antonio Brown?
It's arguable, man.
As far as Antonio Brown.
Bruh.
Come on,
It's
Patrick.
arguable, man.
But that is your opinion. though. We got to accept
I
that.
know it's your opinion. I got respect.
I'm just saying, like, when you look at totality of what they did, how they contributed to their team's wins, and what they did individually, and every aspect of being a receiver.
Wallace says, yeah, but Swan had a top 10 defense. Well, top defense.
No, we're not talking about defense. We're talking about what they did while they were on the field. The defense ain't on the field with
We
the
ain't talking about no
offense.
defense right now.
That's why I said the individual,
Yeah,
what
we
they
ain't talking about
do,
defense.
they skill set
Yeah.
in common, not got to do with the quarterback, how many rings they got, the defense.
Like, when
You
them.
put Lynn Swan
Like,
and
here's what I'm
Chris
saying.
Carter out there,
When
they're going to get Chris Carter every
when they-
time.
when-
Okay, this one. This will make it clear.
Well, what I was gonna say is gonna make it
you starting
clear.
your team,
Oh.
and you got to pick a receiver. You can pick 2 receivers to start
something,
off
y'all.
with. Who's your 2 receivers you starting with? That's how you look at it.
I got something for you.
You start your team. You picking receivers. Who you start your team with? Are you telling me you picking
Probably-
this one over all them guys?
No, you said top 2. I didn't put Lynn Swan in top 2.
Okay,
I put him in.
I'm just
I put him. I rounded him out at 5.
Okay.
And then it's arguable between him and
Okay.
Who you talking
if
about?
you
So it
pick-
could be 6.
Okay, if you pick 5 receivers to put on your team, you putting them on your team.
Yeah, at this moment, my mind could change. What I'm saying, at this
I got the
moment.
accolades of all of them if y'all want to find out
Now,
what they talking about. I
here's
got
the other
them.
thing is,
I got accolades of all of them. If you
I
want,
know what the accolades.
yeah,
are.
they're gonna tell you Chris Carter ain't no.
Here's the other thing is,
Carter's
and
a
what I'm
good
saying is, it's arguable. If somebody says Chris Carter's better, I can't.
I got the accolade of all of them.
Pops. If somebody says Chris Carter's better, I can't necessarily argue against it. It's arguable. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't even think that's arguable though. That Lynn Swan is better than Chris Carter? No.
That's just
No.
people. Y'all got it wrong if y'all trying to say it. You got it wrong.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is, when Chris Carter played for the Vikings had a heck of a defense too.
We ain't talking about defense.
Yeah,
Man,
but I was talking about the end. That's why I said that. Wallace said that.
No, that's what I'm saying though. But if he's talking about defense, here's my thing.
I do like
We're not
Wallace
talking about
says.
defense,
Wallace
though.
says he got Rice, Owens, Moss, Fitzgerald, and Harrison. That's not a bad list.
That's a good
That's
list.
crazy.
That's a good list.
You have to have Michael Irvin and all that.
That's a good list though.
Michael Irvin could be on the list. It's arguable.
Marvin
That-
Harrison was a good
this is why I love
Why
this.
y'all think it come the playmaker?
This is why I
No
love.
one can do what he did in the Southern
This is
Field.
why I love these.
But that's your opinion though.
Yeah.
It ain't no opinion.
These
This
are
is-
all opinions.
This is why I love these conversations because they're subjective. Like and
that's why I said I had to accept Patrick's opinion. That's
when you
But there is a fact
and when
out
you-
there. They call him the playmaker for a
and
reason.
when you make a top 5 list, you're actually talking about 7 to 9 guys that can interchangeably be on that anybody's given top 5 list.
Yeah, of course.
That's what I'm
When
saying.
you talk about best 5 of all times, you gonna have
And this
probably
goes
10
Probably 10 people,
receivers
probably, yeah.
that people gonna
Yeah.
switch in and out of that
Yeah.
top.
and it's
5
gonna
list.
depend on who make the list.
That's gonna be a consistent
Yeah.
consensus across the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Now every now and then you might find somebody say Steve Largent or something like that.
or Calvin Johnson.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's rare. You're not gonna get that on everybody's list. Most people gonna have Jerry Rice, T.O., Randy Moss in their list. If nothing else, those three gonna be.
But like when you say Antonio Brown was better, like there's certain aspects that other receivers have better, like speed.
Like Hines Ward, I feel like Hines Ward was better too.
Like Hines Ward was the most consistent out of all of them. All right, and the toughest probably.
Prove my point.
Antonio Brown was probably the best route runner out of all of them. Okay.
But those receivers had everything Lynn Swan had and more.
Hold on for a second. What I'm saying, the best hands out of all of them, you're probably a tie between Chris Carter and Lynn Swan, like hands wise.
I gotta go home and check that.
But then the reason that Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, and a lot of people say either T.O.
Lynn Swan hands ain't better than Chris Carter.
I didn't say he was better. I'm just saying same category. But that's the reason that Jerry Rice and Randy Moss are at the top of the list because they had all of that, the best of everything.
Only knock on Randy Moss was he played when he wanted to. He took plays off. That's the only knock on Randy Moss.
Yeah.
He could have been even greater than being great as he is if he wanted to take plays off, which is crazy. T.O., that's why I put T.O. over him because T.O. played all out.
Brandon Howard said top 5 receivers of all time is Dylan. Dylan.
That's what he said.
Dave Chappelle show. I got you. Yeah. So, but anyway, so Kevin said Randy Moss, Jerry Rice, Chris Carter, Lynn Swan. Who's your number 5, Kevin?
Yeah, Wallace said everybody will have a top 5. Listen, it'll be different, and it won't be wrong. It's true, Wallace. Everybody got their own opinion.
Sterling Sharp.
Yeah, it will be wrong.
He said Sterling Sharp and Larry Fitzgerald tied for 5 on his list.
Everybody don't know football.
They never dropped nothing.
But Dad, just because they disagree with you in your opinion, don't mean they don't know
got to do
football.
with me.
No, but you can't say they don't know football just because their opinion is different from yours.
Right,
you said
that's what made you. You're making it seem that way.
No, I'm not. I don't care what they might think.
What you get from that?
That's what I got from it.
What I'm saying is this: you can't say everybody's list will be right, can't be wrong. That ain't true.
It is true.
Everybody don't know football.
If it's their
all right, okay.
So you saying that Wallace don't know football?
But if there's a
come on, dude, you know I didn't say that. No, don't say that. But I'm saying that what he said is not a fact. That everybody's list gonna be right. That ain't true.
Okay, so if
that ain't true.
Okay, listen, Dad.
That ain't true.
So if everybody's giving their opinion on the same topic,
their opinion, okay.
Nobody can be wrong, is what he's saying.
Some people gonna call receivers that ain't even amount to much.
But that's still their
You mean
opinion.
something that wouldn't be wrong?
That's still their opinion, Pops.
Guys, everybody that put a list together is not gonna be right.
But it's still their opinion. That's the
They're
point
not going to be wrong either, Pop.
Yeah, they would if they put somebody crazy
No,
up there.
they're not. Pop,
okay.
that's their opinion.
I digress.
Let me say this.
Thank you.
Sterling Sharp did not get injured.
Sterling Sharp was that dude.
Yeah. I agree.
He was a monster.
He would have been the Bo Jackson of receivers.
Yeah, for real.
Pretty much.
So I understand when Kevin
Shannon
said
Sharp,
that.
bigger brother.
Well, I don't call tight ends receivers.
No, he was a receiver.
Dylan.
I thought he was a tight end.
Shannon Sharp, his brother, was the tight end. Sterling Sharp for Green Bay Packers.
Oh, I said Shannon.
No, Sterling.
Okay.
Sterling.
Maybe he got hurt early in
Yeah, I know Sterling. I know he is.
He was a beast, though.
He was all right.
Trav.
All right. Okay.
Trav, what's the top 5? Well, I guess you're saying Atlanta players. Andre
Rising, Julio Jones, Darnell Mooney,
Terrence
Terrence Mathis, and Joe
Jared Vicious. I forgot we had him. I forgot all about him.
That was a good one, Kevin.
Well, if I had to say top 5 Falcon receivers, I'll say Julio. Well, me personally, this is what I'm saying. I'm saying Roddy White, Julio Jones, Andre Rison, Terrence Mathis, and Brian Finneran. Top 5 receivers. That's my top 5.
Okay.
Who's your top 5 Falcon receivers, Ron? Since you shook your head, I want to hear yours.
No, I'm playing with you, got it.
No, I want to hear it.
You got it, player. You got it.
I know, but I want to hear your opinion.
But you got it.
Don't let him make you say something.
I'm asking.
Yeah, you don't want to say I got no comment.
Well, I mean, you shook your head like it was just a
Plead
crazy
the fifth, man. Plead the fifth.
Plead the fifth, Ron.
So Roddy
Stand up
Wright,
for yourself.
So Roddy Wright, Julio Jones, Andre Rison, Terrence Mathis, Brian Finner. I think that's a pretty damn good, solid list.
Yeah, it's a pretty good list.
Well, I would not have no Darnell Mooney on my list.
Well, I didn't say Mooney. He said.
I mean, I was reading the comments.
Oh, okay. No, but I was like, you shook your head like no, like
So that means everybody listen not gonna be right then. Like I said.
He said that's his opinion. That's what I'm
I know, but my man said he wouldn't have had that.
So that means
Every
still
list is not
still
gonna
not
be right.
wrong. Still not wrong. Just
Liz, every list is not going to be right.
Kevin-
It's just not.
yeah,
That
Kevin-
ain't the way it works.
Yeah,
guys.
Kevin says
That ain't the way it
it's
works.
opinion, Pops. And at the end of the day,
Your
it's
opinion. So many opinions I see that could be wrong, guys. Somebody that don't know football, they can say they can put a bunch of clowns
That's
together.
true. Even though
You can't say
everybody
all
got
that is
their
right.
opinion. Some-
I got
if-
more common
if-
sense
you
than
can
that.
see can be wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got common sense. I'm not falling for that mess. Don't
all
bring
I'm
that to
saying
me.
is when you got a subjective
God.
topic like this, there's really not a wrong list for
Yes, it
anybody.
is.
That's
No,
like
it's not.
that's
Pops.
like saying who's the best Power Ranger. Everybody
Yeah.
knows who the
Yeah.
best Power Ranger without even saying it.
And there gonna be some people fight
It's the
with you.
Green Ranger.
Yeah, but
And that's Tommy.
Some of them say
Everybody knows
But
this.
some of them say it's the Black Ranger.
And some people might say,
Some people
it's
say it's the
Red
White Ranger.
Yeah.
It's
So
the
see,
Black-
you see every list ain't right.
But you know, universally, people know.
See,
it's Tommy. It's the
my
Green
point
Ranger.
No,
comes back.
some people might say it's not Tommy.
Everybody gonna say
But
it's
my
Tommy.
point comes back. Every list is not right.
Every list is not wrong either,
That's-
Pop.
that's-
At the end of the day, when you
Look,
talk about
I'm
people's
sorry,
opinions,
I'm from the old school. That's
this
radish.
is old school or not, Pops.
Well, I'm
Everybody's
just,
list
this
is
is my
not
opinion,
wrong.
Patrick.
Oh, what did you just say?
My opinion. Logic. Go to. I'm gonna explain it. Go to the. Listen. Go to the Google.
You just shit on everybody else's opinion and say it's my opinion in the same sentence.
I'm gonna say something.
Yes, it did.
Let me say something. I didn't say that word. I didn't say that. No, I didn't. I said
He's
go
not
to Google.
saying you said the
go
word.
to Google and ask Google, can a list be wrong? You see what they tell you.
So we gonna go to ask Google?
Forget all that. Kevin says Chris Carter practically invented the toe drag swag. I've seen catches from Randy Moss and Chris Carter that I've never seen another human being ever make. I
Chris
know.
Carter,
I agree with that. I agree
Chris
with that.
Carter is that guy.
I agree with
y'all.
that. But that's why
Carter was the first one that did them spat catches on the sideline I've ever seen. I've never seen.
And
I
Michael
agree with
Irvin, which a lot of people won't even mention name, he took games over. That's why they gave him the playmaker.
Yeah.
You can talk what you want to talk, but you will never find another Michael
He
Irvin.
made plays in the clutch when it counted.
The closest
to
one,
win games. That's why they call
the
it.
closest one I ever seen to Michael Irvin was Dez Bryant. Now I'm gonna be honest, he was the closest thing I seen.
another Dallas guy.
I'm just sorry, Dez Bryant was that guy.
Did you
Wait a
say
minute.
closest thing to him?
Dez Bryant.
Wait a minute.
I'm sorry.
So
Michael Irvin said this. Wait a minute. Michael Irvin said what I said. He said the closest thing he ever seen to him was Dez Bryant. You gonna fuss with Michael Irvin? He's why he said give him that number.
Irvin is beating his drum for another Dallas.
No,
guy, Dad. What's
no.
he supposed to say?
Wallace
Dez
Smith.
Bryant was no joke.
Wallace
dog.
Smith said
I don't
this.
care what Wallace is saying right
Wallace
now.
Smith.
I didn't say what I
He's
did.
one of our viewers, so we need to care.
Okay, but I'm one of the guys on panel and I don't care.
I know.
Okay. I love Wallace. Don't get me wrong.
Wallace
Okay.
says
No.
Evidently you don't love him. Here's the
No,
thing.
I'm not. My opinion. I'm sorry.
Your opinion? Your what?
I'm older than Wallace. I'm older
He
than Wallace.
keeps saying his opinion though.
See, I'm older than
Can I hear
Wallace.
Joe?
I've been around this thing a lot longer.
Look, he keeps saying his opinion.
What Wallace? Wallace, how old you? About 30 something, 40 something?
Wallace
No.
says this. Wallace says this. He says, but if you go and look up the all-time
I've already
receivers
seen it. I don't see
in the
it.
NFL,
Up, bro.
Michael Irvin is 15th.
Yeah,
He ain't even in the top 10.
That's because they hate me. But if you go ask
But the
anybody
NFL
and they seen the good football,
Yeah,
he ain't no
but then on the other hand,
You know what? I ain't gonna argue about
That's
it.
why I don't go
I'm
by
good with it.
that.
then on the other
That's
hand-
why I don't go by the NFL because he's
Because
ranked
you-
15th.
listen,
They not gonna
listen.
say Michael no 15.
But him being ranked
Pops,
15
Pops.
means nothing
Let's go to
because
the next
we know what he
subject, man.
did in big time
Pops.
games, big
Ain't no
time
pops.
moments.
Don't pops
So,
me. Let's
Pop,
go to the
no, I'm
next
not. I'm
subject.
saying is
I'm not doing
Pops
it.
touts the
He's 58 years old.
I'm not
now,
Yeah.
he said.
Well, you nowhere near me, bro. you still.
He's only
you
10 years behind
Actually,
you.
he's close to you. Bro.
Yeah,
No, he ain't close to me.
he's about 10 years behind you.
Yeah,
Pop.
that's
Or
a
9.
lot, man.
9, yeah,
9.
9 or 10, yeah.
You still wrong.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So Pops will tout the quote unquote NFL list when he wants to prove his point, but then what's the point he don't agree with?
Patrick.
Oh, that NFL list got it wrong.
it ain't gonna do you no good to soft on Pop.
Which one is
Pop
it?
don't even care. That stuff you doing about
And then Wallace
man.
says,
Yeah.
and Michael Irvin had to leave the game early because of neck injury.
A lot of people left because they was injured.
Yeah.
Marshall Fall. That still don't mean nothing. That means they got hurt. Their time's over with.
Wallace also says, Pops, nobody's going to put clown players in their top
See,
five.
that's my
receivers.
point right there.
they know
When you
what's
say
going
some moment, when you start talking some stuff that sounds logical, I'll listen. Until you do, you're a clown, bro.
He said when they
I'm through with it.
Dad, what are you doing?
I'm talking to him like you're talking to me.
No, I'm trying
when
to
you
talk-
say
no,
stuff
you're
that's
talking over
crazy, I'm gonna talk
Dad,
to you
you're talking
crazy.
over me. I'm trying to talk.
No, but I was talking to
Yeah,
him.
but I'm trying to talk. You're talking over
You
me.
say crazy stuff, Pop gonna say stuff back to you.
Oh Lord,
You
Brandon,
know
here
what,
goes
that-
Brandon.
Everybody know how Pop. I don't care what Brandon is. Anybody, come on with it. Come on with it. Pop don't talk to you if you talk to him crazy.
It's just hard to talk while you're talking at the same time.
Yeah, it is hard to talk while we all talking.
All right, listen. Brennan says, let's test Pop's theory.
You ain't got to test nothing.
What team has the best draft class this year?
I'm a grown man. You ain't testing me.
He said, what team has the best draft class this year? He's talking about the team that drafted from this year, like who had the best draft.
I ain't getting into that mess with you.
No, he asked that.
You're not baiting me into none of that mess. I don't get into no haters and start talking with them because you can't win with haters.
But anyway, Wallace was saying, ain't nobody gonna put no clowns in their top 5 receiver list.
Of course.
If they don't,
and anybody in right mind,
unless they don't know football.
Even you can contest to that. Who would call Michael Irvin a clown? No, somebody that's silly.
Nobody called.
He just said you don't put clowns in. I ain't got nothing to say.
He didn't understand what I said, did he?
He said. You said.
He didn't say that, Dad. You're not listening.
I listen.
He said.
I know what he's saying.
No clowns are gonna put a top 5. Gonna put receiving the top 5 list unless they don't know football. Like, in other words, he's saying.
I know what he's saying. You ain't got to.
It ain't gonna be. It ain't
talk
gonna be
like I'm 3-year-old.
Well, I gotta explain this to you.
You ain't gotta explain. No, you ain't gotta explain that to me.
Listen, what I'm saying is, he's saying.
I don't know why you taking time to do it.
Ain't nobody gonna put nobody that don't deserve to be there.
Some people will. Some people would.
That's what he's saying.
Now
you can put people that's arguably.
No.
Listen to me, Dad. Let me.
Some
finish.
people would try.
Let me finish. Now you can put people that's arguably that can be there. That's different from people that don't even deserve to be there at all.
And that's still putting them there in.
No, but putting people that arguably being there, that's different, Pops.
Everybody got an opinion.
I told you weren't listening to what he was saying.
I heard exactly what he said. I know what he meant too. But anyway.
What do you mean?
I plead the fifth. You don't want to know what I think. You don't want to know.
Pops is on one tonight.
Pop tells it. I'm the same way every time they see me. I'm straight. I'm old school.
Wallace.
Don't put no butter on your bread and say that's ham. I'm gonna tell you like this.
He said, but Pops, you just said earlier that people
I know what he said.
Might put clown receivers as their top players.
They do. Some of them do, and that's just their opinion. That's what y'all said.
But Brandon says, I can be a hater and talk facts at the same time. It's a talent, if you will.
It is a talent, but it takes 2 to tangle. If I wish not to talk to you, I wouldn't. What? Yeah, that's what I said. Because Brandon, I know who you are.
Dang.
I know haters when I see them, and I kind of know what you gonna say and how you gonna talk. So yeah, it is what it is.
All right, go to the.
Let's go to the next one.
All right, next topic. 17 million in salary cap space.
Calorie sap. Trying to say it too fast.
It says salary cap. That's what it said, y'all. But if you're gonna
17 million in salary cap space rolled over into 2025. Increase is projected 272.5 million in unused cap space. And who is this for? A particular team?
That's for Cowboys, right? And that's what it's gonna be by the time draft come around. And that ain't even messed with Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb yet. Believe it or not.
Okay.
That's what they put out today on the Cowboys.
So y'all have had money and cap space this whole time, and it seems like it hadn't quite panned out.
No, it ain't that. Jerry Jones picked what he wants to pick.
Let me ask you a question.
I just answered your question.
What do you think the team's going to do different this year to produce the outcome that they want to, a better outcome, an outcome where they get further in the playoffs, or
you ain't got to repeat that. I know the history
to the Super Bowl or winning one. What are they going to do this year, especially with a little more money?
Bottom line, look. We're talking about Jerry Jones. We ain't gonna do that thing about a little bit more money. But Jerry Jones always got money, and I'm not talking to anyone that's gonna play down on Jerry Jones, because when it comes to drafting, you can barely even beat Dallas Cowboys when it comes to drafting. Our teams prove that. Now Jerry Jones, he gon' no matter how much money he got, he always got money, but it's just the way he pick and he don't pick.
8-inch hands.
Jerry Jones is gonna always pick the way. When that's why nobody. You gonna talk when I talk? Okay. Don't look at me again and tell me you're talking, okay? Right. Now y'all see why I do him that way, because you do it to me.
Yeah, you cut people off all the time.
I know. It's okay. I'm good with it. But I'll do it to you because you do it to me.
Cut people off all the time.
All the time because you do it to me.
No, you do it all the time.
All right. But anyway, that was the thing, you know. But Jerry Jones is doing something different. The Cowboys are doing something different. And right now,
they got the best in the NFL.
Look, you asked me about the Cowboys and what Jerry's gonna do different, and I'm telling you right now, Jerry Jones.
The best draft
oh my God! I I didn't even try that. Nobody got the best draft class.
It says the Rams
Nobody
got the
had the best draft class.
They was ranked as the best.
The one that's got the best draft class, those are the ones that can keep winning the Super Bowl.
It says the
Kansas City's one of them.
Rams got the best
Kansas City
ranked.
was the other.
They got the best ranked draft class this year.
Hey, we'll see how they do.
The Rams.
We'll see how they do.
They're doing good.
They're doing pretty good.
What do you mean?
Let me say it again to understand what I said. Let's see how they do when they come to the Super Bowl, okay? You understand what I said?
That ain't gonna change the draft.
It's like my man was talking last
that
week
ain't gonna
about.
change the draft class though.
It's like my man was talking last week about the
What are you
Vikings.
talking about?
Right now they're doing good. A lot of teams doing good
All
right
right.
now.
The bottom line is the proof is on the screen. They ranked.
Ain't nobody arguing about that.
They got the
what
best
are you
draft
doing
class.
right
And not
now?
only
Brandon
that,
was saying who's the best. He was trying to let you know that.
And I just told Brandon I don't want to talk about that.
and then you said,
I ain't said nothing. I ain't even questioned that.
You said Dallas draft the best every year. Is what you said.
Tonight, did anyone hear me say anything about Dallas class being best? Don't
Yes,
foul me.
you said they drafted the
I ain't
best
said
every
nothing
year.
like that tonight.
You said they do.
No, don't do that.
Not tonight.
Guys, I'm gonna tell y'all something. We're gonna keep this thing real, okay?
okay.
Paul ain't
Not
said nothing.
tonight.
No, don't
You
do
said
that.
tonight.
We're gonna keep this real.
I never said you said
But
that
just
tonight.
stop there. If I didn't say it, then don't accuse that I said it. I didn't say
He
it.
just wants you to know.
You
that's
ain't
all.
let me know nothing.
He just wanted
Right
to-
now, every team right now that's winning can look and say they got a good draft team. Because if you're in the playoff, that means you had a good draft
They
team.
had the best though.
I don't care who's the best. You don't know how this team gonna fail.
Pops, you did say y'all have the best
Paul ain't
every year.
said nothing tonight.
You said they have the best every year. That's what you said. Did he not say?
You also said,
Not
but
tonight.
you also said
Here we go,
that.
Steelers. Here we go,
but you
Steelers. Here we go,
also,
Steelers.
yeah, you
Steelers.
know I'm
Here we
gonna
go.
get it. You also said the Steelers gonna do good this time in the playoff. What happened?
What I didn't say that.
Yes,
What
you
I
did.
said is
we said they coming in with a drought. They coming in not playing good. That don't matter. But this playoff they gonna be different. That's what you said.
You say y'all was gonna win the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I don't want to hear that mess,
You
man.
say y'all was gonna win the Super Bowl with Russell Wilson.
now. That's just what I said.
So it doesn't matter about what we
You did
say.
say y'all was gonna win the Super Bowl with
because-
Russell
No, I
Wilson.
didn't.
Yeah,
Never
you know
said
it.
that.
No, if Dallas Cowboys people, if Dallas
Why you
Cowboys
get him riled up, man? You know you.
ain't nobody around up. If Dallas Cowboy people hadn't got hurt,
Now.
we've been talking.
Oh,
to the
now it's the
Cowboys.
injuries again.
If the Cowboys guys hadn't got hurt, we've been
It's
talking.
always
About,
gonna be the injuries.
y'all ain't gonna let me finish, and then you gonna ask me why I cut y'all off. Now you know.
But you always saying injuries every year.
If Dallas Cowboys hadn't got injured, they'll still be playing this playoff right
This
now.
is all I'm saying,
Now, I don't
Pops.
care what you said.
Before
I'm
you
telling
said
you.
that every year y'all have the best draft every year.
Patrick, did I say it tonight?
Yes, you just said that a minute
That's a
ago,
lie
Pops.
if I ever seen one.
Did he not say
No, I
this,
didn't say
Travis?
that
He didn't
tonight.
say that tonight.
No, I didn't say that.
No,
you want Travis to lie with you.
You said
Patrick, if nobody said that. But
you said Dallas
Oh.
always has the.
I didn't say that
That's the
tonight,
best.
bro. I didn't say that.
He said it in the past, yeah.
And in the past, they always have had the best.
He said
I'll
every
tell you
year.
what,
He said quote unquote
Yeah,
every
every
year.
year.
I'll do this here.
Which
Brandon,
means it wasn't this year.
let me do this way right here. Brandon, let me say this.
Right.
Go put your draft class against Jerry Jones.
What are we doing here?
That's why he's touched.
Would you let me say
Because he
something?
Put that up there.
No, I'm gonna say this here. You talking about y'all had a good draft class this year? You did.
They had the
But-
best.
Wait a minute now.
Best.
They had the
But when it
best.
come down
You gotta get it
to
right though. You gotta say best.
when it come down to drafting, the Rams don't draft half as good as the Cowboys do. Don't test it. Now I know for a fact they
my
don't.
gosh.
Most everybody Cowboys draft
I'm
it's
gonna
a
put-
hit.
I'm gonna put
It's
this
a-
up again.
Yeah, put it up. The Rams do not draft good as the Cowboys do. None of them hardly do. Jerry Jones good at drafting. They got good people. And Travis, I'm telling the truth.
I'm gonna see this one more time.
This year you had a good draft class,
it's
but
good
you
draft.
can't. But you can't put that up against say you do that every year
He's
against
not the
Cowboys.
best. Usually the consistent best at drafting is the Ravens. Actually, if we want to keep it real.
Well, the Cowboys, Jerry Jones did it so well that everybody started copying him about the linemen and all. Jerry Jones designed this thing. Everybody draft like Jerry Jones started. Everybody does. It ain't no secret.
All right.
Jerry Jones started this thing so good that everybody started doing, trying to follow out what he does. Come on, guys. It ain't like this no secret. Jerry Jones started this thing. They normally hit it. It's rare that you can find someone he didn't. Maybe one, it didn't hit, but the rest of them he drafted went to the top.
Kevin's stupid. Kevin says nobody backs baby into the corner. That's right.
I'm sorry you're in the corner now. If you're trying to say somebody
Dirty dancing.
somebody draft better than Cowboys, because they don't.
That's right. You never gonna.
Cowboys got some
You
good
never gonna
people.
bait pops into
Cowboys got
tap
some good
dancing
people.
around
Whatever.
like the late, the great.
Cowboys got some good draft people, guys. And normally when they draft, they hit it. Well, how you think they got Michael Parsons? But everybody looked over that guy.
But
I don't wanna
hey,
hear that,
speaking of
yes.
Michael Parsons, though, have you seen Abdul Carter from Penn State? They call him the next Michael Parsons.
Yeah, I've seen him.
He looked just like
Yeah,
like,
well, number 11 off. I'm on top of that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm on top of that.
Yeah,
And they
beast.
say Jerry Jones. I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna let that Right out.
Hey y'all, we're gonna do a draft show too, and so we need y'all to study up on y'all draft, so we can come and talk about it.
And I'm already on top of mine.
I'm saying off season, so we're gonna need you to get on it in the off season.
Brandon said, "I deemed myself a hater, but I'm a factual hater."
Man, haters hating.
And then Brandon said,
there ain't no fancy way of saying it.
Cowboys said, Brandon said, Cowboys will be back in the mix next year, long as the injuries aren't the same at the same time.
Well, let me say something to him to fix him up good. Injuries are never the same on no team. So that's silly right there. That's crazy thing to say.
Brandon said,
you're either drunk or you high. Because nobody has the same injuries every year, not even the Atlanta Falcons. Yeah, I'm saying it because it's the truth. And if they don't have the same injury, now run. What team you know have the same injury every year? I know one player might get hurt like Barkley used to be hurt a lot, but it ain't the same injury every year. Come on, stop that.
First of all, he says, "How you think we got Aaron Donald?"
By luck.
Didn't they draft him?
They drafted him because nobody else getting.
And then
he used to be the man.
I'm gonna go back to this comment.
He used to be the man, but now Michael Parsons.
Let's see. I want to see what he said here.
Man, keep going to all that.
No,
man,
Cowboys will be in the mix next year.
This ain't about the Cowboys, man. I don't want to talk about no Cowboys.
Long as the injuries aren't at the same time.
But you love this because he doing this because he don't want to talk about Steelers, Cal.
You just read that. You know.
I know he going over and over and over, but he don't want to talk about the Steelers loss.
Was saying.
He understood what he said.
He understand. He doing this because he don't want to talk about the Steelers loss.
Brandon was saying that different injuries.
Right now, you and Brandon both are trolling. That's all y'all doing. But you know what? Pop can't be moved tonight. Y'all talking rabbits and crazy. I don't think Brandon no attention. Never do. Simple as that. I love you, but hey, Pop, don't be moving stuff.
All right, let's.
All right, head coach talk.
But you didn't answer my question, Pops.
I'm not going to. You pay.
What are they going to do different?
I just told you I plead the fifth, and I ain't gonna move.
He said what
I ain't answered it. I plead the fifth. I'm like a bulldog. I ain't let go to without the fifth. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth.
No, what he's saying.
I plead the fifth.
What y'all gonna do?
I plead the fifth.
What y'all gonna do?
I plead the fifth
with the money.
I plead the fifth.
With the money.
I plead
Ron's face.
I don't want to talk about that because you'll see what he's gonna do. Cowboys is back, guys. You'll watch and see. Watch and see.
You say this every year.
No.
Yeah, Ron, go ahead.
We did exactly what everybody said we need to do.
Go ahead, Ron. Ron got something to say.
Everybody said, I'm talking right now.
Not make the playoffs.
I'm talking
That's
right now.
Everybody
said that we need to change up. Now they doing it. They didn't make the playoff.
Okay.
They fired their head coach.
Okay.
They getting rid of all the assistant coaches. They're trying to put Jerry Jones just got one or two guys that they ain't even talk about who it is. Spent over $92 million for two guys. Okay. They won't even say who it is.
Let's talk about the coaches. So, moving on to
I give you that.
Y'all better get all your laugh out now because Cowboys gonna be a different team next year. Especially with Deion Sanders leading.
All right, last topic. Head coach tracker. Kellen Moore, Eagles offensive coordinator.
That's not the last topic.
I'm sorry. Eagles offensive coordinator. Is Kellen Moore going?
The last one is on the back.
Okay. Is Kellen Moore going to be the Eagles coordinator? Is that what you're saying?
No.
He's saying is Kellen Moore going to?
These going to be the people that might be leaving them because he might end up being the Dallas coordinator.
All these got to do with Dallas.
Yeah. No, it ain't. Them people going different places.
No, I'm saying like you saying.
These are teams that losing their coaches, bro. That's all that is. These are teams. No.
And you're saying some of these guys might be.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying these are the teams. I put on the team that losing the coaches, dog. That's all that is.
Oh, okay. I
thought some people out there that got these teams might want to know some of the coaches.
Dad wrote this down, guys. I'm sorry. I already know what you were saying.
So Kellen Moore may be losing his offensive coordinator job with the Eagles, even though the Eagles are making a playoff push.
Robert Saleh is having interviews right now.
You know where that come from?
What's that?
He came from the man.
Who's the man?
You don't know who the man is? Which report? Allen. Forget about it. Forget about it.
The dude with the kind of
the guy that don't never be wrong.
Rappaport.
And Dad seems to think that Deion Sanders is officially the head coach.
Go ahead and laugh.
It's not happening.
Y'all go ahead and laugh.
He's not leaving. The only way I told Dad, this is what I told Dad, y'all. Yeah. The only way Deion Sanders is gonna leave is if Dak agreed to get traded to somewhere for the switch with Shedeur Sanders picks. That's the only way it's gonna happen.
Okay, let me tell y'all. Let me say this. The reason that everybody Cause we talk about one thing at a time, Pat. You want us to not say nothing? It's talking about my team. You don't want me to kind of straighten it out?
He just want to get through this first, and then we'll go to.
Forget it.
Go ahead.
All right.
All I was gonna say is Leslie Frazier is a Seahawks assistant. He may lose his job, or is he gonna lose his job? And then Dallas Cowboys had 16 injuries. Is that what?
And you're all over the place. That's another topic altogether.
And 7 offensive injuries.
That's the topic altogether. That ain't got nothing to do with that.
That was a new one, but
yeah, I mean, he all over the map, man.
He combined it kind of.
I didn't combine none of that. I just got it all wrote down.
Okay. My fault. I was just reading, man.
All right, let's talk about the coaches. Basically, what Dallas.
Yeah, that's what we're supposed to be talking about.
So, do you guys believe that prime time is going to become the next coach for the Dallas Cowboys, or will it be Jason Witten?
Which y'all told me I was crazy when I said that.
Or will it be Tony Romo?
Tony ain't gonna do it.
Or will it be Aaron Glenn? There's coaches that could possibly be the head coach for Dallas Cowboys. Ron, what do you think?
I say Aaron Glenn got a better chance to be Dallas head coach. He got the experience, and I don't see Deion leaving college no time soon.
Me neither. But unless that scenario pop up, like I just said.
Or let that popped up, then we gotta talk. But to then, Aaron Glenn would be Dallas head coach, in my opinion.
Yeah. And my thing is, Deion gonna want to play with his son and whatever city they at. So if his son goes to a particular team, Deion would want to be the head coach to coach his son, which would make sense. So I don't see that happening with Dallas. Even if it's the coach Dallas, they would have to trade Dak in order to get Shador in Dallas. That's the only thing that would make sense.
Right.
Like, it just don't make sense.
Brandon says Kellen Moore is going to be the Dallas coach. I could be wrong, but I think Brady and Deion in Vegas is going to be the move. I could be wrong. That's if he even comes to the NFL.
It might be, but I don't see he being Dallas head coach. He might go to the Raiders. Oh man.
It's possible.
And Brandon also says the Raiders are more in range to get his son, which is what Deion wants.
Yeah. Ice Cube talked to Deion, had to sit down and told him come on over to the Raiders. They can use him. And Deion didn't sound like he was too disappointed about it. He was like kind of smiling about it. So if Shador happened to get there along with Deion, that would be crazy. And then they can pick up Shiloh later. Be on the same team.
Okay.
That'd be cool.
Guys, he's supposed to have a Deion video he's supposed to play, but he didn't do that. And Deion was talking about what he's going to do.
What was talking about the topic?
I'm going about what.
Yeah.
Well, let me say this about the topic. Ron, for one thing,
Didn't even get a
what
chance.
you laughing about?
I didn't get a chance.
Everything
Pops.
I've said about the Cowboys that came true. Y'all said that Jason wouldn't be included. I told you it was wrong. And Ron, did you know the reason why Glenn won't be the head coach for the Dallas Cowboys? How many black coaches have Dallas ever had? No. Why would you say that then? Oh, all these guys is better than him.
Because have you seen Aaron Glenn?
I have.
Well, who's better? He said all these guys that's better. Who's better?
The guys we're talking about is better than Glenn.
Besides Prime, who's better?
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Right now, who's better?
Jason Witten ain't better than him.
You want me to tell you who's better?
You said all these guys that's better than him. That ain't making sense what you're saying.
Bill Belichick. Let me say this, guy.
Bill Belichick.
I said all these guys.
No.
You didn't give me a chance to say who they were.
The guys who we mentioned, and you said all these
But
guys.
I ain't had a chance to talk yet.
I know, but
So I'm talking about all these guys. When I said all these
if
guys,
you're saying all these guys, and I just got through talking about coaches.
you said it, not me.
That's what I assume you're talking about.
No,
So you
I
gotta
don't-
make yourself clear.
I'm trying to talk. You won't let
Go
me.
ahead.
How can I talk when you cut me off?
Pops, go ahead.
Now, here goes two things that you guys overlooking. Who is Deion's best buddy? Who do he respecting most of all besides Jerry Jones? Michael Irvin. Check it. Fact check it. Now, Michael Irvin and Deion hang out all the time. He told Michael Irvin, don't you say a word and I don't open your mouth about what we talk about. Michael Irvin already know where Deion going.
And then he opened his
Wait a
mouth.
minute. No, he didn't open his mouth. Oh, he didn't. See, just cut me off, man.
I was just trying to cue it up, Pops.
Just go ahead. On.
No, keep talking.
No. We can go ahead and play that first one.
It ain't up yet.
But what I'm trying to tell y'all,
Listen.
I'm trying to make some sense to show y'all can see how Dallas work. There's one guy And y'all can laugh all you want to, but I'm gonna tell you, and you think it pop crazy, but you might be start listening to me. There's one guy that Jerry Jones respect more than anybody. That's Deion Sanders. There's one guy that Deion respect more than anybody. That's Jerry Jones. Them two is just like that. They tight, they close, and Deion's gonna say on this film. Deion's gonna tell you when Jerry Jones speak, he said, "I got to respond." When Jerry Jones say something, I son him too, but I don't know. I hope I son the right one. He said when Jerry Jones says something, I have to go. He said when Jerry Jones need me, I got to go and talk with him. They spent the whole day talking, guys. And just what Deion said. Michael said, now, you said you wouldn't play unless your son, which he said, well, in the way things are, there's a good chance I might not have my son with me because no sons really should be on the team with their dad in the NFL. A lot of players ain't going to feel for that. I know y'all don't want to agree with that. It might be better for his son to play somewhere else, not Deion over. For him to get the recognition because he wants to do it on his own. I know you don't believe that, but that's what's going on. Now, the other thing is this right here. The reason that it'll be a good fit, because Deion loves prime time. There ain't another team out there can hold it. And the only one that can control Jerry Jones is Deion. Jerry Jones said it himself. Whatever that guy wants, I will give that guy what he needs. He said he wants the culture to change. He said, well, he needs somebody not to get to the playoffs. He needs somebody that can knock through. That's Deion Sanders. And right now, the best place for Deion Sanders right now is the Cowboys. Y'all know why? Because those guys respect him. He'll walk in the room. They'll flock to him. And Deion won't go nowhere where he won't be recognized. Deion going to be recognized everywhere. Don't get me wrong. But the Dallas Cowboys and Jerry Jones and Deion, that's a match. And everybody else besides y'all already know this. Let's see what's going to happen. Because if it don't be Deion, it's going to be the other guy. Now, Jason Witten, don't drop your head and say Jason ain't got no chance of that. He's going to be on the team regardless, even if he's just defensive coordinator. Jason Witten will be the Dallas Cowboys next year. Either the head coach or defensive coordinator. He will be. And Callum Moore, they want him to come and do the coordinator. I hope they don't.
He'll probably be a tight ends coach.
Yeah,
well,
probably.
I hope they don't. Well,
not defensive coordinator.
They talk about some things.
That wouldn't make sense.
When a coach come in, they have a tendency to get rid of people and bring their own people in. That's all I'm saying. Now, I could be wrong.
So, Ron, go ahead, Ron.
You know, Amy Glenn got a top 5 offense, right?
Yeah,
and he proven.
No, he didn't.
No,
you mean defense?
Hey, Aaron, you talking defense? You not head coach,
coordinator, right?
I mean, defensive coordinator.
I about to say no head coach. That's why I kept saying no head coach.
Top 5.
I know. That's why I was saying no head coach.
But what I'm saying, Pops, he already proven. Deion had not been proven yet.
Oh, you out of your mind?
I talk about as a head coach.
Deion done did it all to prove that he can do it.
In the NFL, when Deion became a head coach.
All right, okay. Ron, we'll see who's right. Okay.
When he became a head coach in the NFL.
Because Deion done went to schools that ain't never had it, and he done built them from the ground. Ain't many coaches ever could do that. Glenn could have done that. Those guys flock to Deion because Deion is prime time. That's the difference that Deion is over Glenn. Glenn ain't nowhere in his territory. But you'll find that out. You'll find it out.
All right, so Atlanta Falcons pandemic. You got to remind me who that is, Trav. He says, Pops and Henry Brothers.
I don't know who that is.
Been a minute. What's up, fellas?
What's going on, Atlanta Falcons pandemic?
And Ron, I'm assuming you know who it is, Ron?
Yeah.
I've seen the name before, but I'm not sure.
It's been a while, yeah.
Tell us who you is, bro, so we can give you that love, man.
Brandon Howard says.
But if you're not subscribe, share, like, all that good stuff.
Brandon Howard says, remember his son tweets after every Raiders lost this year. Something to get. And then Atlanta Fandemic says, get him right, Pops.
One of these, y'all got to understand, it's only been done one time and it's successful. Only one daddy was able to take his son out of a team that already drafted. They fixed that thing where you can't do that no more.
Man, please.
Okay.
Prime is gonna pull the same card as Archie Manning pulled with the Mannies. That's what it's gonna be. And Dad keeps saying they're not gonna let him do that because he's black.
No, I didn't say that, guys.
You have said that.
No.
Nate says.
Yes, you have.
I didn't say that.
Nate says.
Said that to me.
Nate says.
What do you mean?
Why you got to bring stuff up? And I didn't say it.
Nate,
guys, I didn't say that.
You say he ain't gonna have the same power because he's a black man.
Tonight, see where it is right now.
But Prime got power, bro. They don't understand how powerful Prime is. Prime already said it's teams that he's not even gonna let his sons go to. Period.
Only one way
That he can step in.
Only one way Deion will be able to catch his son where he won't, if they avoid the draft. I'm just gonna tell you, you looking at the Giants or looking at the Raiders. The only way that he can stop his son from being on one of them teams is he don't let him go through the draft. Cause somebody gonna draft that kid.
But you know they can turn down the draft.
You do know when the team call you and say we're gonna make you. Let's just say we're gonna make you a Rams fan.
They don't have to
How do you feel about that?
They can say no.
I'm not feeling that. I don't want to come to y'all. I'm gonna go somewhere else.
That's what they can do.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
we'll move forward. That's how that works, Dad.
But that's rare.
No, you got to. They show the calls every year.
Listen, what I'm saying is rare that a player turned down a chance to go in the NFL.
I know
that's all I'm saying, guys. That's rare.
I know it is.
Come on, man.
But Deion and his sons are a different breed, bro.
Okay, let's just see if I'm wrong. Okay, all of you laughing. Let's see this pop wrong.
All right.
I bet you.
So you think Deion gonna let his?
Yes,
like it. For instance,
I do.
You think Deion will let Shador go to the Jets?
Who roots for the Jets?
We talking about the Giants. I said the Giants. I said no
I'm
Jets.
just making an example.
The Jets are gonna come back.
I bet you that guy end up with the Giants or the Raiders. Watch and see.
That's the point. He won't. I think he will be cool with his son going to the Raiders or maybe the Giants. He'll probably be cool with
That's what I was saying.
But I'm just saying, certain teams, he ain't letting it, like Cleveland, he's not letting his son go
This
there.
is what he told Michael Irvin. I know I said, and also said the same thing. I know I said what I wasn't gonna do, but sometimes players will say what they ain't gonna do, and they have to swallow their pride.
Exactly.
And I'm telling you now, I know he said he wasn't gonna do that, but Deion will get in the NFL and say, maybe it's time for my son to go out there and do their thing on their own. I'm telling y'all.
Deion already said what he's doing, and that's that. Okay. And Wallace said, why can't Deion do what Eli Daddy did with his son? That's the same thing I was telling you.
Because it's only been done since one time in NFL.
So this going to be a second?
No. It's only been done one time in NFL. So let's just see, am I wrong?
No, it ain't been one time. Another father did that with another son.
Back in the day. It was back in the day before it was a real draft.
No, it was during the draft. I can't remember exactly who it was, but somebody else pulled rank too.
Okay, let's see if Pop going to be wrong then.
Father did it.
Well, we'll see if Pop wrong, okay? We'll see if I'm wrong.
And I want to say RG3 Daddy did it too.
No,
he
went right to
Washington.
Washington. He went right to Washington.
No, but what I'm saying is he turned down somebody before he went to Washington is what I'm saying.
Washington picked him right off the top.
You don't listen, man.
That didn't happen.
Well, Nate says you're an alien, Pops.
I am. but you better believe what I'm saying is going to come to a fact.
And then Atlanta Falcons Fandemic says sons playing with their fathers have already been done.
It's already been done. Well, what I'm telling you is this right here.
What they got to do with anything?
I know it don't got to do with nothing, but I want to let you know something.
What does that have to do with anything we're saying right now?
Guys,
I'm just reading the comments.
I'm just trying to get y'all to see reality. I'm not doing no fancy thing up here.
Right? I told you.
Brandon Howard says, and another thing, if Deion is going to go there, why make a spectacle about it? Interviewing these other coaches like Robert Saleh and Kellen Moore.
Okay,
let me tell him. Wallace says,
let me finish reading the comment. Interviewing these other coaches like Robert Saleh and Kellen Moore. That don't align right. Plus, it's Jerry Jones gonna cut Dak.
Now let me answer you, Brandon. I'm gonna talk to you like you were a 3-year-old right now. You gotta interview all of them. It's a thing that NFL have to. If you can't just pick one guy and go with it, you have to interview a few people. Even when you know you got your guy, everybody on the panel know this. Even when you know you got your guy, you got to interview a few people. That's just a rule.
Yeah, to say you cover your bases.
So that's the answer to that. You know the other answer about what that other thing he said about what did he say, Patrick?
Cut that.
Dak got a no cut, no clause,
no trade clause.
Look, I don't know why you people keep saying cut. Dak got 4 years.
That can be traded.
Wait, no, he can't. He got a no trade.
If he chooses to drop the no trade clause,
why would he do that with all that money?
Because if they decide they want to go a different way,
if it grows stale and he wants another team,
then if he decides that he want to do that, then he can make that.
If somebody makes him a good enough offer and he feels like the stale there,
somebody might have to pick up his contract though. Whoever does that.
Well, I'm gonna say something that's gonna blow all of y'all's water. The team is down with Dak. CD Lamb, all of them told you we going with Dak. Dak is our guy.
Okay.
Jerry Jones said that Dak is his guy.
You know how long?
Wait, even let me cut me off.
But you know how long?
Oh, here we go.
Listen, you know how long we've had people say stuff like that? Oh, this is our guy, this that, and then they switch up at the last minute. It's happened plenty of times.
Jerry Jones don't.
Tio and Romo. That's my question.
You know what Jerry Jones' problem is? Even you, Ron, all of y'all say he holds on to people too long. Jerry Jones normally when he picks something, he hang with it. This Jerry Jones guy, he ain't like these other coaches. When Jerry Jones chooses something, his problem is he holds on too long. And everybody that know the Cowboys say Pop's right. Jerry Jones holds on to his guys too long. And that's his problem. But with Dak got a good resume. He was second run-up to MVP last year. All Dak needs to do is get a good coach that can push him through and some people around it. Because we only had one good wide receiver. We had a couple wide receivers, but they never have been there on the same time, basically. I'm telling y'all now, the one of you that's putting Dak down, you put him with the right coach. You put him with the right players, with the right motivation. God, laugh all you want. Cowboys gonna be back.
No, I'm just saying, what does Dak need to succeed, Pop?
What other quarterback need?
No. What does he actually need?
Something otherworldly.
This man had the best of everything.
Something that's not of this. Something that's not of this world.
See, Dak want to say something silly now because he hates.
Something.
But I'm gonna tell you what Dak needs. Because I'm not going to play the game that Patrick because he hates him. And this Steelers did not make it this year. And he's bitter for it.
Maybe he needs an alien.
Bitter.
I don't know. Like
but the
something
line,
otherworldly outside this world.
What Dak need that he ain't been getting, he need the owner. He needs the owner and the general manager.
I'm trying to read these comments.
Once in a chance to give Dak what he needs. See, Jerry Jones has always called it like he see it. All Jerry's gonna do now is give that coach his chance, and Deion and Dak's ear, God, you trying to tell me Deion Sanders can get with Dak and push Dak through? Your life, you think he's up? There ain't nobody Deion Sanders can't reach.
Maybe Deion don't think that much of Dak like
he does.
Pops.
He made it clear.
You ever thought about that?
Okay. All right. Well, I digress. I'm not saying no more.
Just saying.
Ron, real quick, Ron, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Pops, you do know at the end of the day, this is a business.
Yes, that's why I keep telling y'all.
Wait a minute. 2, he could trade that to any other team. You do know that, right?
I know that.
Okay,
but it ain't the nature of the beast.
So, if this do go through, that don't got a chance.
Why would you say something like that? You're talking crazy, Ron.
The way you said it.
You just said a player that came second run up to the NFL. You said that Dak ain't got a chance. That's your hate. You ain't talking business here, bro.
Why would you say something like that?
Did you hear me say Dak ain't got a chance? Why would you say something like that? Now you're gonna run off and like a little somebody that just been spanked. Come on, man. If you say something about a player, you know somebody gonna say something to your back. You just said a professional player like Dak Prescott, good as he is, ain't got a chance if Deion's in there. Ron, you wrong, and you gonna find that out.
Want his time to be there.
Sometimes you can't get what you want. Deion ain't gonna be able to have that.
Prime time can though. He got that power, Pops. He already came out and said,
especially the fact
I'm not letting my sons go. We don't agree.
Especially,
I'm not letting them just go anywhere.
Especially when you had 9 years of Dak doing what Dak does. Dak doing Dakness. Like, what are they losing if they cut Dak at this point?
Nothing.
What are they losing?
So,
absolutely nothing.
I want them to keep talking, but in the end, they gonna see who's gonna be right. See, I like for y'all to do this. You do this every week with me, and I come back the next week saying, "I told you."
What are they losing by cutting Dak?
They not cutting Dak. Dak's fixing where it's on him. He calling all the shots.
If Dak decides to waive that clause,
Dak don't think like that.
If he gets a good enough offer from somewhere else,
he already got the offer.
If he gets a good enough offer if he gets a good enough offer from somewhere else,
who's the highest paid quarterback in NFL?
Then he's
Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, Deshaun Watson.
I got nothing to say. If you guys think y'all know the deal, what's gonna happen, let it go.
Nobody knows.
I know what's gonna happen. I'll digress.
You asked the question, I answered it.
Well,
you don't know what's gonna happen. Nobody knows.
You don't know what I don't know.
Nobody knows, Pops.
The bottom line is just here.
He's got a personal.
I will say this.
Guy that tells him his information.
A lot of you see, I listen to you guys be talking on your podcast. Well, you know he gonna get rid of Dak. He gonna trade Dak. He gonna trade Dak. How that's gonna happen that Dak don't want it to?
Well, you the one that.
Are you hearing this?
Deion Sanders.
I'm not saying that. The Cowboys are saying it.
Did you just say?
The Cowboys are saying it, Ron. I'm repeating it.
let Ron finish what he's saying.
Brandon said, "Pops, you wasn't even right about the injury situation."
I was right.
With proof.
Or the draft class.
16 on the defense and 7 on the offense. It was hurt. How many people play on offense? 11? Well, there was 7 of them hurt on the offense. No, don't be trying to do
It's
that.
already been proven that the Rams was the most.
Well,
I'm sorry, the Detroit Lions was the most.
Look, I got to go down right there. I took the note.
Y'all wasn't even a top 5.
I took the note right there.
In
16 defense.
I sent you that picture.
16 defensive play on the Dallas was hurt, and while they had 7 on the offense. And I'm done with it.
We showed it last week.
Oh, okay, yeah, we did.
Because me and you and Brandon had
all the reports hadn't came out.
You already seen
Just
the
stop.
No, I'm saying you already.
All the reports hadn't came out yet, guys. They didn't give all the reports.
Pops, the season's over. The regular season's over. The reports are out.
Every week, that's a different report on who got hurt. See, someone they didn't even announce to the people that was hurt. They didn't even get to play.
Oh, my bad, Wallace. Deshaun Watson restructured his contract. Okay, yeah. Before that, I'm saying.
Yeah.
But see, I didn't pay no attention what he just said. I know what I was talking about.
So who's the highest paid? Dak is what you're saying?
Dak was.
Okay.
Was last time I knew he was.
Now, Dallas.
Y'all trying to tell me things that ain't happening. And see, I be knowing that's why I don't pay y'all any attention.
If injuries change,
you was wrong when
if the injury reports change from week to week, the last known reports we had was at the end of the season. Dallas didn't make it out at the end of the season, which means nothing else has changed. So they're still not number 1. That's what I'm saying.
Patrick, something did change. They put the report on the one that got hurt at the beginning of the year. One that got hurt in the preseason. They hadn't even reported those injuries yet. Because them guys, they thought them guys would come back. Though we had 5 in the preseason that was hurt, they didn't even come on the list.
Pops.
Y'all didn't even know anything about overtime until he played. You know what? Don't know me. I'm done.
All the injuries that was recorded and documented.
I'm not going to sit here and listen to
from
somebody that don't know about the Cowboys
through the season were documented. And the report came out.
And the reports could be wrong if you don't get it right. Don't sit there and say nobody can get a report wrong.
How can it be wrong when it's factual?
If you don't get it right, you can be wrong.
But you can't get something factual wrong.
But since you got a lot of mouth, you want to talk. Let's talk about the Steelers. You ain't said a word about what happened to the Steelers. Let's talk about that.
What do you want to talk about, Pop?
Let's talk about the loss. Let's talk about how bad y'all lost. There ain't no friends.
First of all,
we're gonna talk about how bad y'all lost.
I'm gonna finish these comments and then we can talk about the Steelers all you want to.
Yeah, of course you will. That's what we need to be talking about. We need to talk about the playoff that's happening now, not the playoff that happened last year.
Atlanta Falcons Fandemic says one thing's for certain, by the way the world is swaying to the social media bandwagon, who knows what will happen. And then Brandon says, does Dion want to coach Dak? Because if y'all happen to release Dak, you eating dead cap space if nobody picks up that contract. We'll see, though, Pops. You could be right. And then Atlanta Falcons fandom says Dion already admitted that he'd rather coach college because it's hard to inspire players who are making millions in guaranteed money. This was said prior to the NIL deals. And then Wallace says, why can't Dion do what Eli Daddy did with his son? Which we already talked about that. And Wallace also said, and Dion does have the power to do it with his son, Shador. Dion and Jerry are just having conversations right now. And if Dion comes to the Cowboys, they are going to have to be able to draft both his sons. Exactly. And I don't see that happening.
He said that's a package deal. He already said that.
Okay, can I speak on it now?
I'm almost done, Pops. And then Brandon says, Pops bring up the runner-up like Al Bundy bring up that high school championship.
You funny, brother. I don't find music.
And then Atlanta Falcons Fandemic says, with respect, Pops, Dak needs out of Dallas. A new look or something. He's done in Dallas.
Says who? You?
And then...
See, I'm gonna break it down who you're talking. If you say some more crazy stuff, nobody said that, but
that's not crazy. That's his opinion.
Let's get through first.
That's what I said. Nobody said, but him and his buddies.
Let's get. We gonna comment.
Wallace Smith says, once again, until Jerry stop being the owner, president, and GM, y'all gonna going back to the same old Cowboys. And then Brandon says, Dak been in the league 8 years. If Jerry ain't gave him what he need by now, then he never gonna get it. Like in Vogue. I can't believe I missed that before now. Dang, that's dang.
I'll get the last plan.
Dang. What is the criteria to be a top 5 is what Nate says.
Cowboys know because they got 5 rings, guys.
Brandon Howard says if Dak hasn't got what he need Oh, he said that again. He said it twice. Make sure we saw
You
it.
read it twice. That's what you did.
It's in there twice, Pops. It's right there.
Just go down. Continue. Just continue. Don't get sidetracked. Continue.
This is a biased. He said this is a biased topic. Nate said, and then Brandon said, "Pops, you
Bias. What did you say?
biased topic."
Okay.
And then Brandon says, "Pops, you wasn't even right about the injury situation with proof."
Yes, I was. I got the proof tonight.
And then Nate said Jerry Rice. I think he was still talking about the receivers, maybe.
Okay, well, you done?
Almost,
Man,
Pops.
you see the comments right here?
Oh.
And the Atlanta Falcons Fandemic says, "Pops, my last time on your show, I told you Cooper Rush was better for you guys than Dak.
What
With
happened?
Cooper Rush, there was no way we could have beaten you guys this year."
That's why Cooper Rush on the way out.
And then Wallace Smith says,
No, he's saying if y'all would have had Cooper in there instead of Dak, y'all would have beat us, the Falcons. That's what he's saying. Pops?
and then Wallace says, Deshaun Watson is not the highest. Oh, yeah,
That's
he already
some
said it. We already
disrespect
did. He
I've heard
restructured
it.
his contract.
That's the disrespect I've heard it.
And then Brandon says, it's just his opinion. Brandon says, you said you had all the most wrong, and they wasn't all hurt at the same time throughout the season. Y'all got people back on and off
No, we didn't.
other than the ones that went on injured reserve.
That's a lie.
And
That's a
injured
lie.
reserve can be just 4 weeks.
Yeah, that's a lie.
It's the truth, Pops.
Keep going.
And then Wallace says Dak is the highest played in the NFL now, and I guess that's after Deshaun
There ain't no after he was there at first. Y'all didn't know what y'all was
restructured his
talking
contract.
about.
Deshaun restructured his contract
Yeah.
first. That's why I forgot about that.
But I told you he was the highest paid, and y'all said I was wrong. You've been wrong every time you
Well,
you
Deshaun
talk.
was.
Nah, don't give him no he was.
We hadn't been wrong.
That got paid the highest.
Pops, there has been
contract
stuff
in
about the
history.
Cowboys you've been wrong about.
No,
There has
no.
been, yes.
I wasn't wrong about that, brother.
Yes, there has been.
Yeah.
That's been
You said
stuff
they was
you've been
gonna win
wrong
the
about.
Super Bowl. You was wrong about that.
I almost say that every year because I got faith to my team.
Yeah, but you was wrong.
It's called.
You said they had the most
It's
injuries.
called
But you
opinion.
was wrong.
You said they had the most
So
injuries.
did
You said they drafted the
I never
best
said
every
we was
year.
gonna win the Super Bowl
Yeah,
this year.
right.
I never said that.
You said they drafted the best every year. You said Zeke was going to be the best running back in the league. He's going to run all these yards.
You was wrong.
Why is it y'all get to talk and I can't? Do you see what you do? You do what a guy's doing.
We all talking.
You gonna say something, you say something. Well, when I get to talk, you say, hold up. But you talking with him the
We
whole
all-
time.
we all talking.
See, I'm gonna cut this bias thing in half. See, I'm here for that guy.
We all talking.
All these other shows, then you guys get together and y'all bash the Cowboys. Nobody defend them. Pop here to stay. So when they get through, I'm gonna bring some even Steven to it.
Comment, please.
Dak didn't get hurt till late October. Started 3-6 with Dak. CD, Parsons, Diggs. Y'all had all them on the field and started 3-6.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
Yeah, this,
No, we didn't.
well, yeah.
No, Diggs just came back. That's why he had to come back
Injuries,
out. That's a lot.
injuries
guys.
happen and they affect things, no doubt. But y'all had all y'all top highs paid until Dak went out, and y'all was 3-6.
That's a
with
lot
Dak.
there too.
3
I'm
and
gonna
6
tell you
with
what
Dak.
it is.
So y'all was 3-6 then. So what's the excuse?
Are y'all done?
No.
We get it, Pops. We get it. Is what
No, you don't get it. You gon' get
Pandemic
it.
said.
You gon' get it.
We did the same thing about Matt Ryan. Tried
Yeah.
to talk Matt to greatness.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
But all Cowboys fans think that they are going to the
See,
Super Bowl every
there it is.
season, and
There
it
it
never
There
happens.
come the hate.
All right, Pops.
All right.
We caught up.
You got it.
First thing I'm going to say is this here. The reason Pop like he is, because see, I sit back and listen to a lot of the shows, and all you do is sit back and bash the Cowboy. And here goes the thing. You guys, some of you say some stuff that don't even make sense. Cowboys don't come nowhere near it. The stuff about, well, you say Zeke will be this. And all for a running back to do what I say he's going to do, they're going to hop, let him play. Then Brandon done this. He only got the ball 3 to 4 times a game. You can't do nothing with that. And Brandon thought it was more, but he come to find out I was right. So that stopped that. So he got the ball 2 or 3 times a game. A lot of times they didn't even let him play. There's no way no running back could do any good with that. That's why Zeke leaving. Okay, the one of you said that Zeke got fired. No, he didn't. He went to Jerry Jones and asked Jerry to let me go. I want to get with a team and see if I have a shot at the playoffs in the Super Bowl. Jerry told Zeke, I really don't want you to go. He said, but if you want to do that out of respect what you meant for the Cowboys, we'll let you go. So Zeke didn't get fired. Zeke asked to be released so he can go and see can he better himself. Jerry let him go. That's that other miss. You know what the thing that get me wrong about it? Those of you that said that Cooper Rush is better than Dak Prescott. I don't know if you call yourself a football analyst, you call yourself knowledgeable, but for you to say a backup player is better than Dak Prescott because you got hate and you can't see the forest for the trees. See, this is what I say something to you crazy. One of you said, well, you know, Cooper Rush would have. No, Cooper Rush wouldn't have. Cooper Rush got 3 problems. He got duck feet. I'm just telling you, and he can't scramble.
He got duck feet.
But you let me
go out like that.
Dang, you see what I mean?
I'm saying, but his feet go
But
out
see,
like that.
what are you doing right now, y'all? He said it's my time to talk.
Let him go,
I'm
Trav.
sorry.
But you ain't got to. I don't care.
My
But
fault.
then he can't scramble, and he gets a little bitty pushy when he comes to getting brushed. He's good for 3 or 4 games at the best. But don't ever compare him to Dak Prescott. You know why he won like he did? Because the offensive line played harder because they know they had to because they didn't have Dak. When Dak comes, they let up. Everybody knows this is true. That's what Jerry and them were talking about. When Dak Prescott played, the offensive line let up. Okay, just in case y'all don't know, we had three of our players out on the line.
Okay.
Only one player was there. That was Jack Martin. Then he went out. But all 3 of our draft pick wasn't nobody playing but second and third string. We didn't never play with our first string. We did the first 2 games. But for those of you that say we had everybody that ain't nothing, go check it. Zach Martin was the only one we had left, and then he went out. And all our other players that we drafted were playing out of place. Check it and see. But then the thing that gets me the most is this. Some of you sitting there saying, well, you know what? What did they do? You know, Dallas Cowboys, I told the fans, you let these other talk shows talk you down and saying, y'all will be tired of them going to the playoffs. Well, we didn't even go to the playoffs this time, and it didn't even feel good at all, did it? I was glad it happened because Dak Prescott was taken to the playoffs every season, last 3 or 4 seasons. All of a sudden, we didn't go, and you know what y'all couldn't say? Then y'all didn't even make the playoffs. That's the last thing you should say about the Cowboys because they never missed it for the last 3 or 4 seasons. Now that they missed it, I was glad because now it's took your talk. So reason I say it's going to be different this time. Those of you ain't never believed in Dak Prescott, first thing. This boy started, when he first started, they want him when he first started. He got in there on the play that Tony Romo was hurt. But you can't look at the guy, you can't look at that kid and give him props. You got to take from him. And then when he got his money, most of you, some of you did it in a prejudice way. He don't deserve that money. No, he deserved that money because every quarterback in the NFL deserved what's coming to him. But some of you just did prejudice. He ain't worth it. But you got people like Kirk Cousins get all that money and then they shut him down. And Kirk, my boy. But none of you said much about Kirk when he failed the test. You know why? Because Dak Prescott is that GOAT. You want to talk about and slam him. But I'm going to tell you, I'm upset about it because 2 things. When CeeDee Lamb would play, he played the whole year with a bum shoulder. With a bum shoulder. He should have had a shoulder, but he's dead with a bum shoulder. Okay, you got Brandon Cooks. Nobody wants Brandon Cooks because he's their journeyman. So we played him. He played good with him, but everybody got rid of him because they said he wasn't worthy. But we played with him anyway. You keep forgetting that he was a journeyman. But he played good with the Cowboys. Other than that, who else did we have, y'all? That was it.
Yeah, Ferguson.
No, Ferguson was hurt the half of the season. We had backup tight ends in. So when you start talking about Cowboys,
I could have used Deuce Vaughn out the backfield.
No. Deuce Vaughn ain't go every down back.
No, to catch the ball as a receiver.
And Deuce Vaughn was hurt half the season, y'all.
Oh my God.
Go check and see why Duke wasn't playing.
Your whole team was hurt, wasn't it?
Why? When I was wondering why they wouldn't let.
I can't name nobody.
Why you gonna cut me off?
Because I can't name nobody. Damn, you've been written for the last.
Because I listened to y'all talk.
I know, but
don't you think I've earned it?
You've been going for 2 minutes.
The bottom line is this. Deuce Vaughn was hurt half the season. For those that think I'm lying, go check it. You wonder why Deuce wasn't in there? Because he was hurt half the time. That's why he wasn't in there playing. Now, guys, I'm going to say this. There was a few times we was on the line, about 2 or 3 yard line. We was the versus in the red zone, and we couldn't break across the line. But every time Zeke was in there, he made it. Only one time Zeke did not make it. That's when he missed giving Zeke the ball and Jack had to fall on it. But I will tell y'all this right here. You can talk about the Cowboys all you want, but I'm telling you right now, without a doubt, I'm with the Cowboys because that's a good team. We led the league in a lot of positions last year. But y'all say, last year when nobody talked about the Cowboys like this. Because them boys was the boys you didn't want to see. But I'll tell you this much right here. We got 3 other players coming back with Michael Parsons. And you know, Lawrence, Tank, he was our main rusher with Dak. He was hurt the whole season, guys. And Michael Parsons did a lot by himself, but he was going through that thing like T.J. Watt, holding him on the neck, grabbing. And all I'm telling y'all is y'all see a lot of stuff going with Cowboys. But you know what? I think the hating time about it, and you the one that said that Dion won't lead college. Do y'all know that his guys gonna be getting out of college? Dion got to leave.
You know you're on the show, right?
Dion is not gonna stay in college when his boys go in the NFL. I don't know why y'all be saying that. These boys will be gone.
You're getting back behind.
And then you say he won't play without his boys. Let's see how right y'all and how wrong Pop is. I'm gonna say this and I'm done.
How am I gonna read them?
You guys remember you said that there's no way Cowboys would take Deion Sanders. And if Deion come to the Cowboys, y'all said that he won't do it without his boys. Let's see how much football y'all know. And you said that Glenn's gonna be the head coach. It's too many in front of him.
We owed him to let him talk.
It's just too many of them in front of him that's better than Glenn. Glenn he decent, but he ain't the coach I want. He can't push us through the Super Bowl. Travis, be
How
honest.
do you know what Aaron Glenn can do?
He ain't the one.
He ain't never been the head coach, so how do you know that?
Y'all.
So you saying Jason Witten would be the one? He ain't never been a head coach, but Aaron Glenn got at least coaching experience at the NFL level.
Not with the Cowboys.
Make that make sense.
I'm now. Reason that Glenn don't know Jason Witten.
Y'all see the insanity we go through? Do y'all see the insanity we go through, bro?
Okay.
This man said, "Go get Jason Witten." Not saying he won't be a good coach. He probably could be.
Y'all said it never happened.
Because he's coaching good in high school, whatever he's coaching.
He took a high school that
Fine.
ain't never amount to nothing. He made something out of him like Deion did.
But he's saying he don't want Aaron Glenn.
I don't.
Because he ain't the guy that can push him through. So what makes him think Jason Witten can
Let me
push him
tell you
through?
why Glenn.
When Aaron Glenn got more experience, he got a top 5 defense. He's been coaching for years now in the NFL. Make that make sense. It don't make sense.
I'm going to make it make sense because he wouldn't be able to cooperate with Jerry Jones. They got nothing in common. It won't happen.
He played with Jerry Jones. What are you talking about?
I know as a wide receiver.
Cornerback. Pops.
Now, all I'm telling y'all now is
cornerback. Pops.
But he'll get in there and be a coordinator.
That's your former player. You should know this.
He'll get, because I'm excited, but he'll get in there and be a coordinator, but he won't get head coach. Yeah, I think some of you know I'm telling the truth. And you'll see who's going to get it.
He's already a defensive coordinator with Detroit. He's not going to lead them to come to be y'all defensive coordinator. That don't make sense.
Well,
he's getting head coaching interviews, bro.
Guys, yeah, all of you think you know more about the Cowboys head coach.
And Byron Leftwich is getting head coach interviews too. You heard about that?
Yeah, but that ain't gonna.
How would you feel about Byron Leftwich?
No. I want someone there that's got a little toughness about him. And somebody that can get in people.
So what I'm hearing.
God dang, Travis.
So what I'm hearing, bro, you've been ranting for 4 minutes. I'm not trying to.
Don't you think I earned that?
No, you haven't. Now, what I'm saying is this. So from what I'm hearing, all the black head coaches don't deserve the shot with y'all. Cause you saying no as soon as I say their name. But if I say Jason Witten or whoever, you saying yes.
And I told you why.
Why?
Jason Witten has been seen getting in the people's face. He's the one that kept everybody calm when they was showing out on the team. He got in Dan Bryan's face. You can laugh all you want to. It's on tape. When things got wrong and got rugged.
Have you seen Aaron Glenn how he be getting in these players' faces? Are you serious?
I'm sorry, somebody's backstage.
I'm talking about the Cowboys.
Never mind.
Oh my.
You know what? I'm not gonna make this whole show be about the Cowboys. I'm done with this. You guys think you know? We gonna see who's gonna be right. Y'all answer right now. I'm done. I don't want to talk about it no more.
I got comments to read.
There ain't no comments to read. You guys think you know it all. We're gonna see who's gonna be right.
I got comments
You
to read.
won't let me talk. You cut me off every time I talk.
Bro, you been talking for 5 minutes straight. We let you talk.
Because everybody was talking. I wasn't.
Bro, we let you go on a rant for 5 minutes.
Do you know how long I
you gotta
went?
say something.
So now you see why I be talking.
You went for 5 minutes, Pops.
How long you think y'all went?
Not for no 5. I didn't go for
yeah,
no
you
5
did. Yeah,
minutes.
you did.
No, I didn't.
Okay. I'm done.
Comments will be Cowboys and
Boy.
We got our future, and we drafted our.
And I do believe he's the future. I believe
So,
it. I
that's
believe
cool.
that. But you had him at first, and you say he wasn't the one. You say he ain't it.
No, Dad. You signed a guy in the offseason, and you drafted him right behind him. So of course, the guy you signed, you're gonna let him start off with the team. That's how that works.
So Wallace
Dad.
Smith says, "Pops, you was wrong about Dalvin Cook," and I tried to tell
No, I
you
wasn't wrong about Dalvin
he
Cook.
wasn't going to do anything for y'all. And then
You
Dalvin Cook
wasn't
never
wrong
got a
about
chance.
Dalvin Cook. You was wrong.
Dalvin Cook
And
never
that-
got a
but you
chance.
was wrong.
Don't do that.
Can you acknowledge that though?
How many times did Dalvin
You
Cook
say
get
you're
the-
right about everything.
No,
That's
I
what
wasn't
you
wrong.
said.
I'm telling
Acknowledge that
I
you're
wasn't
wrong.
wrong. No, I wasn't. Cause how many times did Dalvin Cook play? How many times you see him in the game? How many times?
So you was wrong.
So Wallace, you ain't gonna tell me.
So you was wrong. You
No, I
said
wasn't.
he
No,
didn't do his thing.
no,
That's what
no.
you said.
I said if he get the chance.
You was wrong, Pops.
But he never got a chance. He got it now 1 or 2 times because he wasn't really.
Was he wrong or was
he
he
still
wrong?
was injured. You do know that, right?
He was wrong.
He was never well enough to do it.
Man, never didn't.
And Mike McCarthy didn't give him a shot.
He was wrong.
So I wasn't wrong. I said that if he
No,
get
you was
the
wrong, bro.
I said if he get the chance. He didn't get
Yeah,
the chance.
you was wrong.
No. I said if he got
Just
the chance.
admit
I'm
you was
not
wrong.
gonna say I'm wrong.
You
I said if he
wrong.
got the chance and he didn't.
Just admit you. Was
No,
wrong.
I'm not. No, it wasn't wrong.
You was wrong.
If a man don't get a chance to prove his worth, he's not wrong.
Pop, you was
No,
wrong.
you might well stop that. I ain't gonna change my mind on that.
He's not gonna admit it.
You're not gonna get me. You're not gonna get that guy down when he didn't get to play.
Patrick,
That ain't fair.
Was he wrong or was he right about Dalvin?
Dalvin Cook didn't get to play, dude.
Patrick, I want to hear
Yeah,
you say
whatever.
that.
wrong.
Thank you.
I wasn't wrong.
Brandon said, "My bad when I said y'all should get Henry, and you called me crazy."
Yeah, I did because Jerry
Turned
Jones
around
didn't leave.
last week and said y'all would have done better with him.
Yeah, but Jerry Jones
Can't
the
make
coach.
this. Can't make this up.
Jerry Jones the coach. He's the owner and the coach. I ain't. I can only give opinion like you gave. And the opinion that counts is Jerry Jones. He said we didn't need him. So you know what? I'm riding with my owner. Now there it is. We don't have to talk about that no more.
Atlanta Falcons Fandemic said, Pops needs his own Dallas Cowboys podcast. He's hilarious.
Don't worry, Pop is gonna get his own.
He is, ain't he?
Because you know what y'all upset about? That I won't sit up on the panel and bash Cowboy like y'all do. It's not gonna happen, dude. I'd rather die with them. See, when they wrong, Cowboys wrong, but I'm not gonna sit here and burn T-shirts and burn jerseys and put them down. I don't do that, guys. Cowboys got 5 rings. You can say what you want to say, but we the talk of the town. Cause we are them boys. We are them boys. That's why I don't crack off on them like that. I ain't gonna do that. I'm a real fan, brothers.
Brandon said, "I already checked it. It is." Already checked it. It is what you keep ignoring. I showed you myself in Messenger, and you
Yeah,
said
you showed me
nothing else.
hate. That's all you showed me.
How is someone wrong when the question is a biased opinion? And then Atlanta Falcons fan Demon said, Dak Prescott is the GOAT. He's the GOAT. The GOAT. Kevin's chiming back in. He says, Dion can't have it both ways. He can't get a head coaching job in Dallas and land Shador.
Don't tell them, buddy. They gonna see.
Because
they gonna see, bro.
It would take way too much capital to move a
I
top
said the 5.
five.
Same thing. That's why I say he ain't going nowhere.
Or will primetime keep Shador in his
Stay
division?
with Colorado.
This is how it works. Then that's what we and Travis are saying.
Deion Sanders is not gonna be able to stay with his son through the football season. He's not gonna be
That's
able
what
to do
we're
that.
saying. He will. He will go to a team that he can do that
He won't.
with.
That
That's
ain't
why
gonna-
he
like
probably won't go with
Raiders,
Dallas.
That ain't gonna
Raiders or
happen.
Giants.
Yo, look at it. Look at the NFL. Deion is not gonna be able to stay with his son. And you know what? If Deion is a real dad, and he's a top dad. He'll see it and say, it's time for me to let my son go out there by himself without me riding over him and see what they're doing. He will see this. If his son's going to be who he is, his son don't want to say, only reason you done it because your dad's here. His sons want to ride that thing by themselves so they can earn their own. No son want the daddy riding over them while they trying to play their thing. I'm telling you again, Deion is not going to do that to his sons. And watch this here if I'm right. It wouldn't be fair to his son for him to be everywhere they go. And they're going to say, you only made it because your daddy was here. That's the players are turning against him. Guys, I'm a father. I know. My son, if I won't be with them everywhere they trying to do something, make their own, I'm over them every time, they going to say, dang, Dad. Deion is not going to do that to his boys. And watch this, he's going to be right. Deion is top dog. And Deion want everybody to see, because everybody say, oh, Deion, some people already saying it. Only reason them guys were good because Deion's sons were playing, he was giving them right away. No, he wasn't. Them boy was good. But Deion going to let everybody see for themselves. And that his son, quarterback son, I think he needs to rest. He needs to kind of stay back for about a year. Just don't start unless they got no other quarterback. But if he can sit behind Dak Prescott for about a year, I'm telling you, because if you start right up off the top, it might be some things you got to go through, and I'd rather for them to sit for about a year. That's me, and for me, I would. A lot of other people agree with me. But that's just
Are
me.
you gonna go through the comments, or you want me to read them, bro?
I'm just waiting for him to finish.
I am
Man,
finished.
I'm finna read these comments,
All right.
man. I'm taking too long on this. It makes sense.
Brandon said, so why didn't your team do what they should have all that time? If you're saying if what you're saying is true, Pops, talking about they didn't use Zeke on the goal line.
They used him 4 times, and 3 of the time he got a touchdown. You figure it out.
Okay. People wouldn't talk about the
And
Dallas.
that's good for Zeke to not get the run, not get warmed up. You realize what a running back is? The guy on that other end know. If you don't give a running back enough time to get warmed up, he can't produce. But if you're not a running back, you wouldn't know that.
People wouldn't talk about the Dallas Cowboys so much if y'all Cowboys fans wasn't so delusional. That's what Wallace said.
They
And
talk
then
about the Cowboy fans because we are them boys.
Atlanta Falcons Fandemic said Troy Aikman turned down an interview because he didn't want it.
Troy Aikman ain't no coach.
Brandon also says, Pops, you think that Witten's resume with a high school gives him the edge over other guys that coached in the league? No further questions, Your Honor.
All right, let me come to his aid. How much experience did Dan Campbell have? How many coaching jobs did he have before he went to the line? Now, I'm going to rest my case. I'm going to drop the mic and you answer that. How many coaching did Dan Campbell have when he took the lines to where they at? Answer that, bro.
He actually had
No, stop, Patrick. He didn't have no coaching experience.
Yes, he did. He had a pretty good run as an offensive coordinator.
Trav, you want to answer that?
I'm sorry,
I ain't
offensive
got
coordinator.
no comment, bro.
Dan Campbell did not have
what team did he offensive coordinator
no coaching
for?
experience when he. Oh man.
Who?
Dan Campbell.
I don't be trying to let you get away with
Was
it.
he offensive coordinator?
Yeah, he was a
No, he
offensive
was
coordinator.
not. No, he was
I
not.
don't think he was.
No, he
receiver.
wasn't.
He might have been
No, he
receiver.
wasn't, guys.
Receivers coach.
I'm telling you what I know. He wasn't.
I don't think he was.
No, he wasn't. Patrick just talking out of his head. He don't know what he's talking about.
He did coach for another team. It wasn't a head coach, but he coached.
When Dan Campbell, we talking head coach here. He wasn't no head
I
coach.
don't remember if it was.
None of these.
When Dan Campbell
But
came
Jason
in,
Witten wasn't a head coach in the NFL.
when Dan, exact the same thing. When Dan Campbell went to
Basically,
the,
what he's trying to say is Dan Campbell got the job with no experience.
No experience.
And
he
look
had
what
experience in the league.
And look what Detroit is doing. So he trying to say, Jason can do the same thing. That's basically what he's saying.
who say he can't?
Nobody,
And one can do. Who say he can't?
nobody's saying he can't.
Dan
But I'm
Campbell.
just saying Aaron Glenn got more experience. That's all I'm saying.
Just for y'all to know, Dan Campbell was the backup of Jason Garrett.
And Byron Leftwich got more experience.
Jason Witten. Dan was the backup of Jason Witten. I mean, Jason, help me. For Jason Witten, Dan Campbell was the backup for him. Jason has always been a coach. Everybody said Jason could coach. I don't know if you was a Cowboy fan. All Cowboy fans know. Everybody said that Jason could coach. They kept saying that. And I'm telling you, if he's the coach, he would make it work. Because the guy is tough.
So can I ask you a question? Like a real question. So who do you, yourself personally, want to be a head coach?
I want Deion Sanders.
He was assistant head coach and tight ends coach for the New Orleans Saints.
thought so.
But he was not a head coach.
He was assistant. He was an assistant head coach. That's as close to head coach as you can
The
be.
bottom line, no it ain't. It was not a head.
That kills your
I'll tell you
argument.
what, don't do that. You ain't
And then he has served as
he was not a head coach.
Then he has served as
He
an
was not a head
assistant.
coach.
Then he served
The
as an
bottom line is
assistant
this.
coach for the Miami Dolphins
I'm
from 2010
I'm gonna
to
stick
2015.
I'm gonna stick to my game. I'm gonna stick to
I
my
saw
game.
footage on this
I
already.
remember seeing him somewhere else. But I
I'm
could
still
not remember.
saying that Dan came in and touched the
right
Lions.
there.
He didn't have no experience of
There it
coaching.
is, Dan.
No, I don't
There
care
it
about
is.
that. I don't care about that.
I'ma say it
I'm
again.
telling you,
You can't argue against that. You can't.
it's my argument.
So now it goes back to
Well, we
this.
see this.
Now it goes back to this.
Y'all have said that Jason
Byron
Witten couldn't coach. We'll see.
Byron Leftwich and Aaron Glenn is more qualified, and they deserve the shot.
Got nothing to do with it. It's about
So-
appeal. It's about the awareness. It's about who the people follow. Jason Witten was the captain for the Cowboys. Remember this. When he played, he was the captain. They followed him.
When did Drew Brees?
I ain't going through all
When
that.
did Drew Brees win the Super Bowl?
You know what, guys? What's all y'all saying that Jason would be a good head coach? All y'all saying
Can
that?
you remember?
I want to make sure I get that.
When did Drew Brees win the Super Bowl?
We ain't going back that
Might be
far
like
with that list, man.
2011 or something.
Lot 11, something like that. Okay.
No, it was 2000.
I'll tell you.
Yeah,
If Jason Witten get a chance to be the head coach,
I don't remember.
I'm telling y'all,
Not off the top of my head.
this guy's got the knack for head coach. Jimmy Johnson said it. Jimmy Johnson said that Jason Witten could. He said Jason Witten could coach. Jimmy Johnson said that. A lot of times him and Jason will be talking about it. He said Jason could do it. Jimmy Johnson said it. But I know y'all don't see that. So.
Okay, well, moving on from that.
Well, those are good years for both of those teams too.
All right, moving on from that though. Like I said, my Falcons are having an interview process. Like I said, we just interviewed Steve Wilkes, San Francisco.
Oh yeah, Steve Wilkes.
I think we interviewed Jeff Ulbrich, which used to be here. I don't want to go get nobody that's already been here. I was in house.
Now you understand why I said
I want to
Glenn.
get somebody that's outside.
Now.
Oh, you do.
Legit.
I've been saying this.
I've been wanting that.
I've been saying this about Tomlin and his picks
Instead
for a
of
long
taking
time.
somebody that's already on the defense that's not working and making them the head, that don't make no sense.
Exactly.
Now you understand.
Go get some outside help. You know what I mean?
That's all I'm saying.
But,
Get somebody fresh.
Wade Phillips threw his hat in the ring and said pretty much,
No, he done.
good luck, but
He done.
you might want to hire me. You know what I mean? So, shit, I wouldn't mind.
Like I said, somebody's fresh.
But like I say, Steve Wilkes, Wade Phillips, who else that we interviewed?
And guys,
They interviewed Bengals defensive coordinator, which I don't know why, because his defense was terrible. It's just recycled. Everybody getting recycled over.
But Travis, can I ask you a question?
No sense.
Do you believe this NFL is becoming fast a players coach division? Do you believe the players are becoming faster coach of the NFL? Do you believe this league going that way?
What?
The players are becoming the coaches of the NFL. This is moving to that way.
It's becoming a young man's game. Meaning, he's saying former players becoming coaches now.
It is. It's going that way, guys. I see it. It's happening.
That's been happening.
No, it's just now started.
A lot. He's saying it's a lot more.
It's starting, man. The players are turning into coaches.
Yeah, the coaches are getting younger now.
Yeah, and eventually it's going to be a young man's game.
But most of these coaches have still been players before.
But I'm saying,
he's saying
it's
like
a
now,
trend,
like,
buddy. You don't see it?
Like former tight ends and stuff like that becoming head coaches.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's happening.
I know what he's saying.
Everybody know what I'm saying. He don't want to try like he don't know. I said the league is fast becoming a players coach team. These players that's going on, they be coming back as coaches.
And we interviewed Michigan's defensive coordinator. Now I like him. I forget his name.
What's that other college coach?
But I do like him.
Steve Sasansky. What's his name? The college from Texas.
Steve Sarkisian.
That's a guy that you could look for that Dallas might get. Now that guy, Jerry, like him.
Y'all better not make him y'all head coach.
No, I'm just saying.
Y'all gonna be terrible.
I know.
He was our offensive coordinator. I told you.
He's different now.
He's a coordinator. He's not a head coach.
Look at Dan Campbell. Look at the guy for the Washington football team. He was our coach too one time.
Dan Quinn?
How's he playing now?
We went to the Super Bowl with Dan Quinn.
I said, so they can do better, you know.
But Dan Quinn proved what he can do, though. What we talking about?
I don't know much about this here, Steve. I don't know much about this Steven guy, but I hope they don't do. But his name did come up too, guys. And Vietnam said he might be fresh because he's fresh. He's from outside. And like Travis said a while ago, need somebody fresh.
Yeah, I don't want nobody that's already. If your defense is failing and you got one of the worst defense, if not the worst, why would you hire somebody that's already in house?
I don't understand.
That's an assistant to take over as the defensive coordinator when your whole defense is trash. That don't make no sense to me. No, I don't like that.
I look at Glenn and I could be wrong, but I'm not feeling him.
They keep talking about Jeff Ulbrich bringing him back. I don't want him back either. I don't want him. Like, bro,
why you don't want him back?
Cause he was with us before.
I said, but you don't think he'd learn?
No, I don't know. This is the Falcons' problem, bro. We gotta stop doing that. We gotta stop. We brought Raheem Morris in. He was the wrong guy. I said it from the start.
But he was okay one time.
No, we brought him in as head coach. He is not a good head coach. He's not.
Okay.
And we brought him in anyway, and you see what we did. All that damn talent we had this year, ain't no way we weren't supposed to win a weak NFC South with a weak NFC South schedule. And you still didn't get one of the playoff spots? That's a fireable offense within itself. His ass should have been fired after 1 year. I would have fired him.
They don't do that, though. Only a few people got fired.
I'm glad I wasn't in charge. I would have fired him when they're going to get me a real coach.
You wouldn't give him another shot.
Atlanta Falcons Fandemic says Pops is right, but you have to find the right player that can be that. Not all players are cut out for it.
Not all of them.
And that's what I told him.
But Jason Witten, if you look at Jason Witten,
this man is stuck on Witten for some reason.
I'm telling you,
I don't know why.
Because all
he ain't done not a thing to prove that he can be a head coach.
He have. Listen, Travis,
What has he done to
Let
make
me
you
tell
stuck
you.
on this man like this?
Can I tell you? Every game we played, they made him the captain because they say he was the one with the brain. Most of every game, he was the captain.
That don't mean he gonna be a great
You know
head
the
coach in
captain
the
is.
NFL though, Dad.
Captain is the one that
That don't mean
You wouldn't let me talk,
him, the individual, is gonna be a good head coach for y'all.
It
in the
doesn't mean
NFL.
he ain't
just
either.
because he was a great tight end for
Kevin
y'all.
Milwaukee says your head coach should be a real leader of men.
And Jason Witten was. He really was. I agree with everything he just said.
So what makes him qualified and Aaron
I keep telling you.
and Byron Leftwich is not qualified? That's what they making sense.
Because when Glenn was on the team, nobody hardly went up to him asking for
That's
information.
not true. They had hard knocks and showing
No.
Glenn talking to players. Getting
I didn't say he
faces
didn't talk and
everything.
help some players, but Jason Witten was. Everybody went to Jason Witten, dog.
Everybody went to Aaron Glenn.
No,
What
they
are you
didn't.
talking
No,
about?
they didn't. No, they didn't. Because there was a better cornerback on that team that
Dad,
time.
you never watched Hard Knocks with Detroit, so why would you
I
know
watched
that?
it with Cowboys.
You didn't watch it with Detroit. Go back and watch it with Detroit when you see Aaron
I ain't talking
Glenn.
about Detroit. I'm talking about Cowboys.
I'm
When he
talking
was the
about
Cowboys.
him as the coach and how the players reacted to him is what I'm talking about.
We were talking about when
That's
he-
what we talking about.
No, we said when he was the Cowboys. How was he with the Cowboys? I thought that's what you were saying. But Jason Witten was the man. Everybody said he could coach. Said he had a brain enough to coach. All of them said that. I mean, you know.
All right, getting to these picks, guys. Let's get to these picks so we can get up out of here. First game, Texans at the Chiefs. Pap, who do you got?
I got the Chiefs.
I got the Texans in the upset.
I got Chiefs.
Next
I
game,
mean, Texas could upset them.
Next game,
Okay,
Reds-
let me ask you a question. What is giving you that inkling that the Texans going to upset them?
I think the defense finally got enough pass rush to stop Patrick Mahomes from rushing out of the pocket and just running over teams like he do. I think
Okay.
they pass rush is just too dominant this year.
Patrick Mahomes
I
playing-
feel like they took the next step this year.
Patrick Mahomes playing from another area, right? He
And I
playing
feel
by
like the
himself.
Texans
man.
offense can get with them
Yeah.
too.
He playing in another place.
And I think
right
they're
now.
gonna have a game plan to where they're gonna run the ball with Joe Mixon, play ball control, time clock management, and keep
Keep away,
Mahomes
basically.
off
Yeah,
the
keep
field.
away.
And I think Mixon can do that.
Do you really think they're gonna be able to
Yes,
stop?
I really think.
Yeah,
that.
because this
Yes,
hasn't been
I do.
Patrick Mahomes' best year.
Yeah, but when it count, it will.
This is what I think. This is my opinion. This is
When
what I
it
think.
count, Patrick wins.
And Pops, did Pops pick his? He said Chiefs, didn't he?
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next game, Redskins at the Lions. Cause this has been going long enough for it to end this.
Yeah.
I say Lions.
I'm going Lions too.
Redskins have put up a fight the first half, and then
Yeah, I gotta stick with my Lions pick. I picked the Lions to go to Super Bowl from the start. I gotta pick them, but it's all about the matchups. Depending on who you get matched up with, that's why I put the Texans. I think Texans gonna get Chiefs this year. Who you got?
I'm gonna say Lions because they got a little bit better of a record, but I'll be watching some.
A little bit?
I think Washington's gonna put a spoil to them, y'all.
So if you think Washington, why don't you pick them then?
No, Lions got a better record.
That don't mean nothing.
No, to me it does. That's my opinion. It's
Vikings had a better record.
I
See
can't
what
help it.
happened to
This-
them and the Rams.
Travis all about what I think though.
Okay. So who you going with?
I just told you.
All right.
But I'll be watching and gonna upset them.
So you
I
got.
have that right to say that, dude.
You got sense to change it now if you want.
No, I'm not gonna change it. But
So
you know
don't
what?
Really feel that strong
I'm gonna
about
change it. Yeah, I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change it because I got a feeling that it's gonna be an
Circle
upset.
them and X the other one.
Guys, I just got a feeling that's gonna happen. I might be wrong, but it's something about them.
You just changed it. You heard that.
Yeah, I changed it.
All right.
I just got a feeling about. I seen them play the other day.
so Washington's going to beat Detroit. Pops, you say? Okay.
All right. Next game, Rams at the Eagles. Who you got, Pep?
I got the Rams. I say the Rams upset them.
I got the Rams too, upsetting the Eagles. I just telling the way the Rams look strong.
I haven't seen anybody like Barkley yet. I gotta give him props. He oversold what I thought he would be, and I'm giving him props. This guy is destined to go to the Super Bowl. Yeah, I could be wrong.
They're going to miss it again this year.
I ain't seen a back that can run and flip and turn backwards and go with God. Yo, the guy could have got the record and he decided not to. I'm going with the Eagles. And then if his boy is well as he's supposed to, I hope he ain't hurt. If him and Jalen on that field at the same time with all them receivers, y'all, they ain't stopping him.
right.
Detroit's too.
Next game, Ravens at the Bills. Who you got, Pep?
I think the Bills get them again. I hate to say it.
See, my pick from the start was Detroit and Bills go to Super Bowl and Detroit win the whole thing. But now I got to change it because the Ravens got matched up with the Bills, so I have to change it now. I'm going Ravens.
The Bills. I got to go Bills.
I'm going Ravens.
I think the Bills coach is just a little bit better.
I don't know, though. I'm Ravens.
And I think the
This might be the Ravens' year this year.
Yeah, but Henry, I don't see how y'all can go against that. I don't see it.
Bills coach makes adjustments.
I'm going Ravens.
I'm going Ravens too. Because that Bills quarterback, everybody want to say who he is, but he ain't. He ain't what everybody proclaim he is. He's just not.
Yet he gets to the AFC Championship every
Yeah,
year.
just like that. He been coming short. He been cutting up short, but that's
No,
okay.
you're not coming short like Dak.
He does come up short.
Dak don't make it that far.
He does come up short. Man, I don't care. If you don't go to the Super Bowl, you come up short. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't understand.
Yeah, but no, you don't understand.
How you compare these two players?
Because he's not going to the Super Bowl.
There ain't no comparison.
Yeah.
That can't.
How do you
he can't even get to the level that Lamar's getting.
How do you compare these two players?
Because he was sucking run up to Lamar. And a lot of people say Dak should have won it.
I don't
Yeah,
understand.
you can say what you want to. Dak, guys, if you really don't know the truth, Dak won that thing. But they gave it to Lamar.
No, he did not win it.
Whatever.
Do you think Dak won the MVP?
Yeah. His stats was better. It was better. They say because he went to the Super Bowl.
That would have been no.
Nah, it's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. Look at the stats. Dak's stats was better, y'all. But they did that because they didn't want Dak to have it. Dak was better that year.
Okay, I got that down. What's going on?
No, I was trying to send a link to
You're trying too much, man. You're
No,
trying
we're
too
ready
much.
to end this,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
You're trying too much, man.
Ron left a while ago because when Dad went in that rant, he left in.
Yeah,
I
I ran him off.
So we getting ready to end this thing. Y'all got anything else y'all want to say before we end it? 'Cause we 3 hours in already.
Nah, I'm
guys.
good.
He get upset and he runs off.
All right, well let's get ready to end this. You guys got anything else y'all want to say in the comment
I ain't got-
section? Hit the like, share, subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, and share the show. And we're here every Thursday at 8:30, and that's what it is. And like I said, when the season's over, guys, we're going into Too Real to Be Fake, where we talk about everything pop culture, meaning movies, shows, politics, religion, everything. So get ready for that because we're talking about everything.
So we get to go and rant for real on that one.
Anything.
You got a weak stomach.
Superheroes, like I say, Marvel, DC, we talking about everything. So we want y'all to come back and join that too, that conversation. Maybe y'all can come in, call in, we can have full conversations on the show about that also. So we're doing it all.
That's right.
So
You can ask me to talk how you feel on that one.
I just want to say one thing. Thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night.
Good night, guys. Thank
Peace.
y'all for tuning in. Peace in the Middle East.
And Daryl's family, we praying for you guys, man.
Yeah,
We're praying for you
100%.
guys.
Yeah,
We're right there
And
with
rest
you.
in peace, Daryl.
Yeah, yeah,
100%.
And
Good
prayers
man.
to his fam.
yeah. We praying with you guys. We right there with you.
Yep, that's right. All right.